All right. What's going on, everyone? How's it going? We're back again for another day of Kaizo IronMon and some shiny hunting as well. Presumably, we'll get to the shiny hunting. I'm committing to it. Last stream on Saturday, I did say I was going to do some shiny hunting after we were done with Kaizo IronMon, but I got a little addicted to getting the run going because if you weren't here for last stream, we had a great run going with a Machamp, but then it all fell apart at the last minute and we were heartbroken and crying and it was quite tragic. But I persevered and we have another pretty solid run going with a Hypno. But I got little visitors already, not even a minute into the stream. I already got 2 little visitors coming to say hello, say hi. I'm going to get everything, make sure we're all situated here. So we're going to grab this right here. We're going to update some stream info real quick as we get going. Gonna update the thumbnail. Yeah, I hope everyone has had a great Monday. Nice, fantastic start to the week. Hopefully, I almost said weekend. Hopefully a nice start to the week for you. Hopefully it's been pretty good. And I think we are good to go here. So I just click the clean old save button and we should be locked and loaded, good to go. All right, yep. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Hope it was nice and relaxing for you. Speed dial right there. All right. I can finally jump into it. We are about 2 minutes deep. I'll finally jump into it. As I was saying, we have a pretty freaking good run going on right now with this Hypno. This Hypno, Kaizo IronMon, if you're unaware, if you're just joining in because you saw the thumbnail and you're like, why does Hypno have Technoblast, Searing Shot, Water Pulse, and Attack Order? Well, that's because Kaizo IronMon, everything is randomized. Everything is randomized. Other than like typing, you know, Hypno is still just a psychic type, but all the moves, all the stats, the ability, everything, you know, trainer Pokemon, wild Pokemon, items, everything's randomized. There's also 1.5 billion rules that you have to abide by in order to try and win this here challenge. And the farthest I've ever gotten in 76 attempts is a clean 3 gym badges. So we are looking to get our 3rd gym badge today. We got 2 at the very end of the stream last time because this Hypno is actually pretty dang good. As you can see, I have these stats up on the screen. I have to calculate like what roughly the BST, the base stat distribution is on these Pokemon because PK Hex for some reason can't tell me what it was randomized to. It just gives me Hypno's normal stats, but like obviously we don't have normal stats because we have 140 base speed, which is absolutely bonkers banana crazy. Like, and if this was a normal game, like just no randomization, 140 would be like top 5 fastest Pokemon in the game. Like, there are very few Pokemon normally faster than 140, especially in Generation 5. So we are pretty freaking fast. We're actually the exact opposite of what our Machamp was. Our Machamp was a slow, bulky physical attacker. Now we have a fast glass cannon special attacker who can honestly throw off some physical moves as need be. We do have a lowered attacking nature, which is not ideal for obviously attacking, but we can if need be. We do have attack order, which is a pretty solidly strong move. Has a high chance to crit. Let me actually drink that off the screen so you don't have to look at that anymore. So yeah, we want to go try and get a 3rd gym badge today. Hopefully make it past Colress. Colress is now the fight to beat the battle, right? It's the battle immediately after the gym. Like I went and took on Colress and immediately lost. Like we got the 3rd gym badge and then yeah, immediate defeat at the hands of the normally steel type trainer, but he was actually a water type guy last time we took him on. He had a Starmie and a Melodic who were able to take down my Machamp, so hopefully we can get a little bit farther than that today. Also, let me make sure that everything is, I think we're all good here. I don't know what is up with streamer bot, and like normally I'm like fully connected with everything, but it's like being weird right now for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think we're all good to go. We'll see how everything works out. But now that we are here in Castelia City, I have to go hunt down a whole bunch of items again. because it's a massive, if you can't tell by looking at it, it is a massive place with a lot of buildings and a lot of secrets to find, including some items. We want to go ahead and grab us the bicycle right here. Now, what we want to go do first, we want a rare candy from that clown. The one that just gave us the bike will also give us a rare candy if we find his little minions. And I know one of them is right here in this little entrance to the Sky Arrow Bridge. That's what it's called, right? And what is this street again? If I can get right in front of it. I always have such a hard time moving the bike around. This is Castelia Street. I believe there's definitely an item in the Game Freak building, but we want to do that a little bit later because that is technically a dungeon. There's only 2 trainers to take on, but it's technically a dungeon. So we want to do that a little bit later. So we'll come back to that. Those are the only, that's all that's on this street. So we'll just go ahead and go up this way. So right here to the right is the Game Freak building where we can go take on like Morimoto and I forget the other guy's name, but we can go take them on and get some experience, grab an item. But we can grab some stuff from this street up here, street connecting to the, let's see, you give me an amulet coin, which we can't actually use. Then we get a TM, which isn't useful. So then we get that amulet coin. So that's all we get in this building right here. So we don't need to go do anything else in hither. But if we go, I think it was this one right here. Southeastern building, we go up to the 47th floor. He should let us up. And then we can find an item, I believe, on the ground somewhere. No. Did I go the right? What? Charcoal on 47th. Oh, northeastern, not southeastern. Okay. We get the TM for a tract out of this building, so we don't need that. The only TMs you can use are ones that you get from gym leaders after beating them. So if some trainer gives us a random TM, it does not matter. Or some random NPC gives us a TM, it does not matter. We can't actually utilize it. We'll get our Eviolite even though we can't use it. Why not? Now if we go up to... Interesting that they made the 47th floor the one you go to on both of these buildings. But we got a spooky plate, so not something we can utilize. We want heals, preferably. That is a-okay. And that is all we can get up here because the amulet coin, that would be charcoal. You get those 2 from people. Huh, interesting. I was just reading up. In black and white exclusively, you get the TM95 for Snarl for Mr. Lock via the lock capsule on the 11th floor, but the lock capsule was never made available. So therefore, TM95 for Snarl was never obtainable. Interesting, did not know that. So we get the dowsing machine from good old Bianca here. Now I don't believe this clown counts as oh, he actually tells you where you need to go though. But hey, I don't actually need the advice anymore because I should, in theory, remember where to go get all of the clowns now because we did that last stream and I think I still have it in the good old noggin. So we go in right here, the metal office. There will be a clown up here on this floor. And I believe that is all we can get from this street with the metal office. I don't believe we get any items or anything from up yonder this way. What even is this street called? Honestly, don't know. But I think that I don't think we get anything else from the street, so we'll go ahead and find our way on out of here. I'll just have to go double check the street sign, just make sure that is the gym, which we can go ahead and trigger this event right here. Why not? Get Iris to come on up here, get us set and ready to go take on the sewers whenever we are feeling like taking that on. That is a dungeon, so we got to be careful there. Okay, so that's just the gym street, as it is called. And yeah, you get nothing here in black 2, white 2. I believe from the piers, we've got everything we can. Yeah, we've got everything we can get. I guess some lady gives us apparently a destiny knot. I don't think it'll be randomized. I think it'll still just be a destiny knot, but I guess I should check just to make sure. Rather be safe than sorry. So who is it? You look like you believe in destiny. Do you want to talk to me, please? Okay, yep, still just the destiny knot. That is a-okay. All right, and this street is the narrow street, I believe, and we should get a good old TM from this guy that we cannot utilize. But hey, rock smash, there you go. You can smash some rocks. That guy's got you covered. Normally he gives you flash, so that's kind of funny. He gives you this time a different TM that was once an HM. So yeah, we have no usable TMs. Unfortunately, we've not received anything that can actually be put to good use for us, which is unfortunate. But this guy will always give us a Moo Moo Milk, which is incredibly clutch because that is a lot of healing, especially for our Hypno, who does not have the highest HP stats. So we get a lot of healing. Our healing items go pretty far for us. In fact, actually, I need to go this way so that I remember the street name down yonder for the street. So that is the battle company. We will do that. Actually, I missed a clown. We got to go grab the clown in here. And then the last clown we should have to talk to is the one in the battle company, which we will do in a second. Because once we enter the battle company, we cannot leave until we beat as many trainers as possible. So we've got one more to go. It says Mode Street. Is there anything on Mode Street again? No, just some bear. I guess we can go try and talk to this guy, see if he wants to see a psychic type. If he does, we can get some berries from him. Nope, he wants to see a fighting type. He wanted to see a fighting type last time. Am I? Well, actually, no. He wanted to see something different, but we had a fighting type. He wanted to see like a normal type or something. Well, how convenient. This time he wants to see a fighting type. That's what we had last time, which he did not care to see. So I believe that is everything we can get right now. All the items, other than grabbing. I guess we can go. We'll go take on the trainers to the north real quick. And then we'll go into the Game Freak building, take on those two, get the item in there. And then we'll probably do the... It's always tough. I think I would rather do the battle company first and then come do the sewers. Just because since you have to do one singular team battle with Hugh, it's better to be as high level as possible because you don't want to risk Hugh being a complete and utter nuisance and causing you issues and you losing your Pokemons. So we want to do that last. But yeah, we'll go up north. In fact, do I have any berries to equip for any of these trainers about to take on? I guess I might as well do it. Give you a Pecha Berry in case we somehow do get poisoned. I need to remember what all healing items do I have? We have 2 potions. We have 2 fresh waters. We have a full restore and a Moo Moo Milk. That's actually pretty solid. We're looking pretty solid on the heals, doing pretty good. Let's sit up here for a second. Oh, what you doing, little Lee? Huh? Is Ryder still on here? I did not even see y'all leave, buddy. Where'd y'all go? Okay. Hopefully these trainers up to the north are pretty simple and easy. Of course, now that I've said that, I've probably jinxed myself, and we're going to be in for a fight up here. How about that? So I want to speak some bad juju into existence. Plume fossil, no thank you. Not anything we can actually utilize. Okay, Chatot, I like to see that. That is pretty easy. So our strongest damaging move against a neutral target would be Searing Shot. There we go. Easy one shot. 100 B. Oh, Alakazam. That is a little tiny bit scary. Little tiny bit. That is a... I didn't realize Alakazam was only 490 BST. I would have thought Alakazam was in the 500s. That's kind of crazy. Because Gengar's like 505 and Machamp's definitely in the 500s. You would think all the trade evolution Pokemon like that would be roughly the... now I think about it. Machamp's also 505, right? Did they nerf Alakazam after Gen 1? Is that why its base stat total is lower than the other trade evolutions? MLB, what up, what up? How's it going? Welcome back. But we do have a nice super effective move here with Attack Order. And a one shot. There we go. Easy enough. That is a really nice... As I was about to say before I got sidetracked by Alakazam's BST, we might not have the highest attacking stats in the world. You know, we have like a 98 in special attack and like an 81 in physical attack. Not the greatest attack stats ever, not even breaking 100. but we do have some pretty powerful moves that make up for that a little bit. Which is always really clutch, really nice. Have some good hard-hitting moves. Bit unfortunate that Techno Blast and Searing Shot are only 5 power points. So we do have to use those sparingly, specifically when we go into dungeons like gyms and stuff. But Water Pulse and Attack Order are pretty good on the power points, so we shouldn't have to hopefully worry too much about conserving PP. I say hopefully, ideally. We'll take on this other fisherman guy down here. Leo, what you doing, baby? You can't. Why won't you go hang out with Mama, buddy? Why are you in here? You look so sad. Solid Septal, also thank you for naming me after a fully well. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry the Septal couldn't do a little bit more. That Septal seemed solid, but you know how things go. You seem like you have a good Pokemon going, and then the randomizer just takes it from you with joy and happiness. Let's see, we did not lose anything there, so we can we'll take on this lady. Why not? Which, always got to remember this lady right here. These trainers, the breeders, or I think they're breeders in this generation. They always battle you every time you come onto the route. Does not matter what, like how many times you've beaten them, they will always battle you. So that's kind of like abusing the mechanic and like grinding. So not something we can do once we take her down here for the first time. A second Snow Warning Pokemon, interesting. Once we take her down here for the first time, we cannot fight her again. I got to keep that in mind. Ooh, Crush Grip. Which I guess I've actually gotten experience with Crush Grip due to this this challenge here before. So I do know Crush Grip is Regigigas' signature move. It does more damage based on how much HP your opponent has. So it's like inverse Water Spout and Eruption, kind of. They do damage based on your own HP. Crush Grip does damage based on your opponent's HP, which is kind of neat. Which again goes back to a run that I really thought was going to go somewhere and be pretty good with a Stoutland, with a Reckless Stoutland that had head charge. So we got Stab and Reckless. Do you mind? Yeah, of course, for sure. Hopefully, this is the run and we don't have to start up a new one. But if we do inevitably fall and have to start up a new run, you can certainly be named after the next usable Pokemon we get. Because sometimes we get Pokemon that are just clearly like, nah, this thing ain't going anywhere. This thing's not usable. So I won't waste the nickname on one of those. We'll wait until we get something that actually seems like it'll be good for us. We'll take you on. This should be our final trainer. Oh, you have a Suicune. How fun. Love that. Good for you. So we'll go for the Techno Blast. Are you bulky? Oh my god, you're really bulky. Oh, you're really especially bulky, at least. How's your physical defense? Non-existent. So Spadef through the roof. Physical defense, nothing. Good to know. All right, we got super effective for you. Yep, easy enough. All right, so good information, good information. Suicune is very specially bulky. Unless, did I crit on that that attack order? Even so, like the Technoblast didn't do anything, so a crit wouldn't have even done half damage. But if it had been a crit with attack order, it still did a lot more. So I'll say Suicune definitely seems like a physical or a specially defensive Pokemon. You're predicting a Genesect for me to get or to fight? Hopefully, I mean, if we fight a Genesect, we should be good. We do have Searing Shot, but unfortunately, I would not be able to use a Genesect. That would be unfortunate. Genesect's such a cool Pokemon. But yeah, if we run into one, we should definitely be good. We got Searing Shot, should be able to one-shot it easy peasy. But now that we took on those trainers up there to the north and we are fully healed, I am going to take on Game Freak. Why not? We got 2 trainers in here we can take down. We can get 1 item off the ground. Hopefully it's a heal. I think last time we came in here was like a Hyper Potion or something. So we want to see that again. We want to see another heal for us. Unfortunately, it is a Reaper Cloth. You have 1 Pokemon, so we'll take you down first. And then the other guy has like... So who are you? You're not... Oh, well, the name is randomized. Doesn't matter. Okay, water flying types are not my favorite thing in the world to see because the only move we can use against them really is Technoblast. So if they are like really specially bulky, you know, a Gyarados, a Pelipper. There's the only two. Mantine. We actually just saw Mantike. I almost forgot about that. So if you're specially bulky, you are not. Good to know. Oh, I forgot. He has leftovers on his Pokemon. Water Pulse should be enough to take you down. Oh, actually, if he uses a Water Pulse, never mind. Or if he uses a Super Potion, I should say, never mind. Okay, we'll go for Technoblast. Snapped out. All right, very good, very good. Didn't lose any HP. Love to see that. And now for you. Morimoto can be a little bit threatening. He does have 3 Pokemon, but Heatmore is not one that I am scared of. I will say you took that you took that Water Pulse really well. So Heatmore might have good HP potentially, good HP or good Spadef. Let's see. Searing Shot is our strongest move here. And it's a clean one-shot. And finally a Rotom Frost, which again, Searing Shot will do the most damage and gets a clean easy KO. So now that we've done that, we can... I guess we just go to the Battle Company. That is all we have left to do. We've grabbed all of our items. We cleared out the route to the top of us. We just cleared out the battle, or Game Freak, I should say. Let's go to the Battle Company. Which we can also get some more items in the Battle Company. Have I found a shiny lately? Nothing since Dialga. Haven't found anything since Dialga. So it's been about 3 weeks since I got a shiny. So in terms of full odds hunting, that is pretty recent. Getting one in the last 3 weeks, getting the Dialga, but okay, so that should be the last clown we have to get. I have talked to him appropriately. So hopefully we can get Victini tonight once we decide to settle down after the Kaizo IronMon. Hopefully we can grab us a Victini. Shiny Victini, I should say. A Zinc. Okay, I will take that, certainly. Found a Shiny Electivire. Very nice, very nice. Shiny Electivire is really... I really like that shiny. That is a good looking shiny. Anytime I can use something to boost my defenses in any way, I will do that because we are pretty frail. A Leiron. So Water Pulse will be our strongest move here. Easy one shot. Defense Curl, no thank you. We are good there. Good to go. I think this guy gives us something, but it shouldn't be anything we can actually use. Yes, Scope Lens. Okay, Garbodor. Big old garbage. Big old pile of garbage. But I guess, what game did you find the Shiny Electivire in? Timer balls. Appreciate the thought, but appreciate the sentiment, but it's not something we can take advantage of. Searing Shot will be our strongest move here. Got the burn, which is very nice because that V-Crate was going to do big damage without the burn. Oh man, the burn just saved us from taking some major damage right there. That is scary. That is very scary. That is the problem with using a glass cannon like Hypno. If you don't one-shot the Pokemon that you're facing, they very much could one-shot you in return. And now that we are at this level of HP, I'm a little scared to take on this last guy over here. There are 2 more trainers that we can take on in this building, this guy, and the one up top. Since we don't have the most HP in the world and we're not super bulky, being lower like this is kind of scary. But I'm going to chance it. I'm going to chance it and hope that we are strong enough to take this one. Okay, yeah, we should. Unless this is the bulkiest Clang in the world, or it had Flash Fire. I didn't want to speak it into existence. We should be good there. Still hunting for shiny carriers. 3 years. Goodness. Found Electivire and Legends Arceus. Nice. Very nice. Do I want to actually attempt to take on this kid up here? There's an item up here I can grab. I probably should do that first. Relic Gold, no thank you. Do I really want to try and take on this kid? I believe he has 2 Pokemon. It's like, we can get some good experience here, but it is always a risk. It's always a big risk. Since we're not at full HP, but let's see. Do we have to immediately go take him on? Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully we're all good. Barboach. I can take that. I will take a Barboach any day of the week. We'll go for Technoblast. Took that pretty well. Thankfully, the Silver Wind did absolutely nothing, so you are not a special attacker. Good to know. And we'll just throw off another Technoblast. And we do have Rattle. What was that damage roll? Goodness. Luckily, we're already insanely fast, and we got the Rattled, so we should still be faster than the Barboach here, even after the Shell Smash, but that is terrifying. Oh, and you have a Latios. Good to know. You have a Latios. You have a Latios with Trace. You have a Latios with Trace. Awesome. Lovely. Is Hypno the only... Hypno is the only Pokemon, period. There's only 1 Pokemon per run. So Hypno is our only Pokemon for this run. This is all we get. We could technically change it, but we're at the point now where there's really no point in changing. We are kind of we're rocking with Hypno for as long as we can. We're at half HP about. If I don't one-shot the Latios, it'll get the Rattled boost, which, unless this Latios is somehow even faster than Hypno, the Rattle boost shouldn't matter because we've gotten one ourselves. What I'm most scared about right here is not one-shotting with attack order and we get destroyed. That's what I'm most worried about right here. I gotta really hope that you are not physically bulky enough to take this hit. Because this is all I can do. Okay, went for Feint with the private. Okay, it was enough to one-shot. Luckily, Feint was not it's not an insanely strong move. Only 30 base power. We got out of there unscathed. That was a little scary, but those are the risks you take. There was always the chance that Latios was an absolute menace, and we lost right there. But we live to fight another day, and we can go to the sewers now. Clear out Team Plasma and get us ready to take on the 3rd gym. So we shall heal. Still have our Pecha Berry attached. Still have all of our heals picked up. Oh, nope, no, we have not. We can get our rare candy now that we have completed this. Are we in a good position to use it? We, that's like fair. It's like, but like, what, a fourth of the way there about? So maybe it's better to use rare candies when you're like the most EXP away from leveling up. That way you're not kind of leaving EXP on the floor, because it only takes you up to the next level. It doesn't give you a whole level's worth. Like, so do I want to use it now or do I want to wait? I think I want to use it now just because like we're not insanely close to leveling up. And getting all the levels, all the stat points we can get is a good idea. So I'm going to do that. Okay, we are all healed, right? Because once I go in here, I cannot, I can only leave. If I leave, I cannot come back. So I got to make sure I am good to go. Also, actually, I do want to buy some repels so we can get through here a little more easily without running into a bunch of wild Pokemon. There's one thing we're allowed to buy is repels. I don't think I can sell any of my relic stuff to this guy. Yeah, you gotta sell those to a maniac. And we'll just buy some regular, unfortunately just regular repels. They don't have any supers or anything yet. So we'll go with a clean old 30 of them, why not? I was thinking about buying an escape rope, but that's not allowed. You cannot buy anything other than Pokeballs and repels. Because escape ropes would make things too easy. If you bought an escape rope, then you could get out of things a little bit easier. I don't know where I was going with that. I guess escape ropes can make the game slightly easier. So those are banned. Well, let's get going, Hugh. I still want to know, so this guy right here, does he like not let us through? Like what's his business? I guess he... Okay. Because last time we came through here, he was standing there and then we did the stuff with Hugh and did the double battle and he disappeared. I was like, where'd that guy go? I guess he leaves because he's not letting you go anywhere because they're trying to force you to go up to this battle. All right, so we got a Cophagrigus and a Sunflora. So obviously, oh, I was about to say, why is it Sunflora gave us drought? So our Searing Shot is doing a pretty crazy amount of damage. It hits all three actually. Do I just go for it? I guess it doesn't matter if I hit Hugh's Pokemon. I mean, he's 100 base power moves. Sunflora is definitely dying. But with the boost from Drought, we might be able to take down Cophagrigus too. Shoot, why not? See how this goes. Ba-bam. Okay, don't take down Cophagrigus. And luckily he just... Oh, no, actually Hitmontop went first and just took him down. All right, so that was easy enough. He was actually useful. And his Hitmontop took that Searing Shot really freaking well. So I think that shows that Hitmontop is pretty specially bulky. Alright, get through all that and go grab this item over here. Cell battery. Nothing of use, nothing of note. I'm going to save real quick. I need to use the bathroom, so I'm going to step away for a second and I'll be right back. What's up, buddies? What y'all freaking out about, huh? What y'all think y'all here? Okay, scoot forward a little bit. Get back in a good seated position. All right, let's get going. We can go clear out some more of the sewers right here, gives us some more items, and then this will be the last thing we can do before taking on the good old third gym, good old Berg. Oh, I forgot. There's also an item up here we can grab. Hyper Potion. There we go. That's what I like to see. Love to see it. Love to see the heals. Always love to see it. So we want to use you, and we actually want to also go... We want to turn on this dowsing machine so we can use it to look for hidden items. That is the word I'm looking for right there. No, I'm not trying to go with that. I'm trying to... Okay, come on. There we go. Well, sure. We'll take on... Actually, we'll take you on... Oh, shoot. Well, we will take him on first. Because I'm bad. I'm bad. I did not time that well at all. But he leads off with the Flareon. We have Water Pulse. We are a good 11 levels over, so we're looking wow, okay, took that, but hit yourself in confusion, so it did not matter. And a Meloetta. How fun, how fun. Go for the attack order. Easy one shot. Shiny Arceus if you want. I don't have any modern games to like trade stuff on. So like I don't have Magearna, I don't have Volcanion, like up to Generation 5 right here. Black 2, White 2 is all I got. So unfortunately I am I'm unavailable for trade. It's like I have games beyond Generation 5. You know, I have games past, but they are not fully fleshed out with anything of note on them. Okay, that's right. You're not a trainer. You can grab an item from right up here. You get a dust ball, huh? Cannot take on... Well, I don't know. Am I allowed to take on the doctor one time just to get EXP? Because, like, I haven't taken any damage yet. I know it says that, like, free heals within a dungeon are not allowed. I still don't think I don't think I'll take it. Even though I haven't taken any damage, I've just used some power points. Oh, sorry. Did you not hear me? No, I can't. I don't have the means. I don't have the ability to trade for any of that stuff. I'm not I don't have the games. I don't have anything. Or like I said, I don't have the games progressed at all. Oh, I meant to use that. We want to turn that back on. Captain Marvelous, how's it going? Welcome back. Has been a minute. How you doing? So keep on moving through here. There's one guy right there that we could take on, but I think he's the last one we can go for. No item there. Anything up this way? Yes, we get one item. Tiny mushroom, unfortunately, not something we can utilize, but we can go take on Homeboy. I guess, is there an item beyond him? I think so. No, actually, no, there's not. There could potentially be something if we could move through the area, but we can't. So we'll just take you on and get out of here. Still working on your GBC project? Very nice, very nice. How's that going along? How's that coming along? And with that, we have no more trainers we can take on in this sewer area down here with no more items we can grab. Unfortunately, you do. It is very dependent on the time of the day, or I guess the seasons, time of year, I should say, when you come through here on what you can grab. So we can't grab anything more. Maybe, would it be better for it to be like autumn or winter instead of spring? I don't know, because it's like some of these items we did go grab, you normally can't get during if it's autumn or winter, because then the water is too low. Like this item over here would become unavailable if the water was low. So it's like a give and take. But I guess if like there's more items available in certain seasons, then that's probably the seasons you should go for, because the most items available, the better. I had to order a new shell for the screen. Some other shell I bought, the screen was too big for. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. What's the new shell? What you rocking with over there? But now that we have pulled that off, let's evaluate our situation for the gym. What can we do? Do we have any usable berries? No, those are nothing usable because we don't take super effective from ice or rock. Got a Yu-Gi-Oh shell. Very nice. Very cool. We got Pecha berries. We got all the items we're going to grab. Don't need the repel running anymore. So get situated and comfortable. So yeah, I guess, I just realized we've learned 8 of our 15 moves. So we have 7 more shots to grab something, which, we're pretty stacked on moves. Like, I don't know how much better we could actually get. Maybe if we could upgrade Technoblast to like Ice Beam or something, that might be kind of nice, because I think or maybe like Thunderbolt actually would be pretty good. Thunderbolt might be better because Water Flying does seem to be a typing that kind of gives us issues. So maybe like a Thunderbolt would be really cool. But yeah, I can't really think of how much better our moveset could actually get. Maybe we got like Scald over Water Pulse. But we are full HP. We are maxed out on our power points at the moment. We are holding a Pecha Berry in case we get poisoned. We have as many items as we got And we're possibly going to get, like I said, we got another Hyper. We got a Moo Moo Milk. Got some Burn Heals. We get Frozen. We got that as well. We got an Ether, which is nice. We got 4 Restores, 2 Freshwater. We're going to get a 3rd Freshwater from Clyde. We have Potions. All right, I think we are locked and loaded, good to go. Take on the 3rd Gym Leader. So yeah, once I enter, we have to take on every trainer or be defeated. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. This Hypno is feeling pretty freaking solid. So give me that Freshwater Clyde, the guide, and let's start doing it to it. It is crazy to think that a Hypno of all things could be the answer. Okay, we got a Charizard. We do have Water Pulse. We're only 5 levels above. So very possible you take that, but you don't. So that is great to know. Not the bulkiest thing in the... Okay. Kyogre. Very cool. Very fun. Love to see that. Love it. Love it. Love it. I guess Technoblast is the strongest thing we're going to be able to go for here. And it did nothing. And that Clamp actually did pretty good damage despite only being a 35 base power move. So I don't love that. Don't love that one bit. Attack order, can you do better? Does a little bit better. But we are taking residuals. Is this the last Pokemon? Yikes, yikes, yikes. That did a bit more than I would have liked. That was doing a bit more than I would have liked there. Of course, we already run into a freaking box art legendary. One battle into the gym, we run into a box art. So now once we head into our next battle, we're probably going to have to heal unless they lead with something that is like not something we can take on, or like something we need to just go for the KO. And I think Scizor is one of those Pokemon that we need to just go for the KO and try and preserve we can heal at a later time. You'll level up. We get a move here, I believe. Thunder. I did say I wanted an electric move. I did say I wanted an electric move, but Thunder Fang is not quite what I was thinking. Oh, that's tough. It gives us more power points over Technoblast. Although I think with the way it works, if I teach Thunderfang over Technoblast here, I think I only have 4 power points out of like 15 or something for Thunderfang. Oh, this is tough. Like, this is not the strongest move in the world. It's inaccurate, which I don't love. I do like the chance to flinch or para. By inaccurate, obviously 5% chance, but I did say I wanted an electric type move, but I wanted a special electric type move. Like, our physical attack isn't the worst thing ever, but we're just a better special attacker, and Technoblast is already stronger than Thunderfang by a pretty good bit. But giving us more power points is really clutch. Oh, hello, what you doing? Oh, very fun, very nice. I am faced with a dilemma right now. Do I keep Technoblast, which is an 85 base power special move, or do I, with only 5 power points, or do I take the Thunderfang, which is 65 power, so not as strong, but it has more power points and has more... Yeah, but my Pokemon's a special attacker, not a physical, so it won't be nearly as strong. Crazy little boy. So this is tough. This is tough. Like, I did say I want an electric type move. It's just really weak compared to Technoblast here. Oh, I'm so conflicted. It's like having power points is really good. Having extra power points is really nice. Having moves that can do... Because I guess what does Thunderfang help me with? Helps me with water, which I kind of need help with. 2 of my moves are resisted by water types, so we do have that. Helps with flying. Oh, I don't know. Do I trade the coverage for raw power? Or yeah. So I get rid of coverage for raw power. Oh, this is really tough, and I might regret this, but I'm going to get rid of Technoblast for Thunderfang. Gives me coverage, gives me extra power points. What do you freaking know? What do you freaking know? I turn into a Gyarados immediately after all that contemplating. And it doesn't even do over half. Oh my god. Gyarados, how are you bulky? Like, what in the world? Maybe defense and HP? Like, you took that really freaking well. It's like, I feel like I need to heal, but Pokemon this powerful are just scary to heal on. Pokemon this high of BST. I don't feel like healing here. I gotta wait until we run into a Pokemon that's like lower BST, so I have a safer chance at healing. I'm about to say, homie better not freaking snatch my Pecha Berry. Good thing I knocked him out, because I think he would have taken it. That'd been annoying. Oh, I really wish I had like a Citrus or an Oran Berry or something right now. That'd be really nice. Can't believe I got rid of Technoblast. Cannot believe it. I mean, shoot, if I could use drives and I had like the electric drive or whatever, it's another Pokemon I just don't think I can heal on, but I feel like I might have to. This is so risky, because like I don't trust Thunderfang to one shot. Okay. Looked up a Razor Wind. Interesting. Thunderfang, what can you do? Yeah, okay. Wow. Floatzel, you have no special attack at all. That did, what, 7 damage? This Floatzel has 0 special attack. That did nothing. So we'll just go for Thunderfang again. Okay, yeah, you keep doing that, and we'll go for... Why not? We'll go for the Water Pulse here. And a Gabite who has Drought. All right, Dragon Ground with Drought. Not exactly my favorite thing to see, because now that we don't have Technoblast anymore, I don't have a good... I guess Attack Order is my best play here. I would normally go Water Pulse instead, but the Drought is up. Drought is helping Searing Shot now too, though, which is our strongest move. But I want to conserve Searing Shot PP, so we're going to Attack Order here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like this one bit. This is a precarious situation right here. So that did no damage. That did nothing. So yeah, Gabite has no physical attack. I guess we are 8 levels above these Pokemon, so there's always the potential that like... But like, we have pretty poor defenses, so like if an attack is doing that little damage, it's got to be... Alright, MLB, thanks for tuning on in. Appreciate you. So I guess we'll go for the Attack Order again. I feel like that's got to be really low physical attack if that move's not doing very much, because we are pretty squishy. Reflect type. Okay, well now you just made me super effective, which I would have preferred you did that earlier. So Attack Order was a 1-shot or 2-shot at least, but we'll get out of it. Celio, what's the dealio? Probably... Oh, again, I want to conserve Searing Shot, so I think I'm going to go Thunderfang. Okay, thankfully we are just eating hits. The freaking Drought is helping out with the Bubble, right? Which Bubble is such a weak move. Kind of hard to say if Celio's offenses are bad or not when they're using such weak moves. I think we should take advantage of this right here and heal. Since we are a frailer-mon, we want as much HP as we can get. And of course you whip out the Nightshade. Of course now you choose to whip out the Nightshade. Yeah, you would do that. Well, that's annoying. Heal was just for nothing. Like, if I attack now, we're coming out of this battle with lower HP than we were just at. But it's like, I can't waste another heal, and then it just does it again, so... What, Thunderfang is like... Because Thunderfang is a good bit. And of course I miss, and it goes for freaking Moonlight. Of course. 95% accurate, and it feels like these moves miss all the time. And now you're just spamming Moonlight. Really? You're gonna be a dickhead like this? What do I do? I swear, if I get done in by a freaking... I guess it only has 3 more power points for Moonlight, so this is, but it's going to wipe out a good number of my own power points here. The Nightshade is the most damage it can do to us, which is doing 29, so it cannot KO us. We can just keep attacking here. We're still safe from the Nightshade. Guess we'll just keep going attack order. Oh, and we get the crit. All right. So we come out of this not in the best HP situation. Hopefully there's an easy Pokemon that we can heal up on this clown on this clown right here. I don't think this is the Pokemon to heal on, but also... Oof, 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 oof. What do I go for here? This gym is really throwing me some curveballs here. Giving me all the types, all the, all the bulky mons that I cannot easily one-shot. Yes, Water Pulse is my strongest move. But I'm also pretty low, but like... You're basically 500 BST. I gotta heal though. I guess I got to, right? I gotta heal, right? Ah, this is so tough. Oh, this is so tough. It's like I'm so frail, like but then it's like, yeah, I'm so frail, so I heal up here. I just might take a hit, and it's just kind of like, what does it matter? But if I'm not one-shotting it, then it truly is, I guess, what does it matter? So, Power Gem. Okay, no damage. Good to know, good to know. Seismitoad, special attack, not very good. Good to know there. I guess we'll go for the Water Pulse. Ooh, that did no damage. So I'm thinking, I guess we'll gauge this based on how much damage this attack order does right here. I'm going to say you got pretty solid. You got really good HP. Maybe some good good defensive stats as well, but it looks like you were just a bulky mon here. I'm probably going to take out a lot of my power points, which I don't love, but I guess we can just spam Water Pulse, maybe get a Confusion. Maybe get a Confusion. Okay, the fact that Acro did so little, you definitely have... You're all bulk and no attacking. You're all just all bulk. That being said... How many more Pokemon does he have? He has one more. Just going to use a potion right here. Okay, goes for the resistant brick break. All right, we are really we're really draining our power points here with these freaking mons. Get a Drift Blim, which we do have the Thunderfang for now. The BST of the Pokemon went down by 1. We went from 499 to 498. So much easier. Do I heal? Do I heal is the question. Do I worry about healing, or do I just try and fight? Live to fight another day. So we have a number of healing items. We only have 1 of each, and we don't want to just use them all willy-nilly. We are about to enter the gym, so probably best to hold on to the heals. Gym leader, I should say. We're about to enter the gym leader, so probably best to hold on to all the heals that I can. Gyro Ball. Okay, so we're really incredibly fast, and that didn't really do all that much, so either Drift Blim's also kind of fast, or You're just not a good attacker. Kind of hard to gauge off of gyro ball damage. Hindsight, which I do this all the time. I don't know why I do this all the time. Hindsight there, I should have healed up. I should have healed. I don't know why I didn't heal, considering seeing the damage I just took from gyro ball right there. Should have healed. That was a bit of a misplay on my part. I don't know why I do that all the time. I get in this, like, I sometimes I forget I can heal. It's like I remember, but then I forget, because it's like, you know, you do Nuzlockes and then you can't heal in battle, but then you do this and you can. And so sometimes my brain just like kind of forgets what I can and can't do. Also, I just move too quickly sometimes and shoot myself in the foot. But let's get comfortable. So try and crack my back some. There we go. That helps. But we have our Pecha Berry equipped still, so if we do somehow manage to get poisoned, we are good there. We have these few heals. We do have an ether, so if we need to utilize that, since we are running a little bit low on power points, we could do that. We just got to go in here and hope that we can take advantage of kind of an easy first Pokemon, something that we can easily heal up on. And it's a Torterra. I swear, I say this every time, and they always lead with something damn freaking challenging. Every time. Okay, so that is not ideal at all. That's actually really freaking bad. Yeah, I'm really kicking myself for not healing at the end of that last fight. That was I mean, there's always the chance Drifloon just didn't do a lot of damage because it's really fast, and like I heal and maybe use a different move and it does a lot more damage. You never know. But we're just gonna heal up with this fresh water right here, and hopefully we can take a hit. Goes for Lock On. Please don't have like Fissure or something. That would be devastating. But we have Searing Shot. And it doesn't want... Really, dude. Really? You went for the teeter dance. How obnoxious. How obnoxious there. Well, he is certainly going to use a heal turn right here. I don't have anything that can heal off. I guess Full Restore can heal off Confusion, but not anything I can take advantage of right now. Or, yeah, Full Restore. Do I utilize the Ether while I'm in here? Since he's going to be using a turn to heal, do I utilize the same turn to kind of get something off? Give me more Thunder Fangs maybe, but I think I might... I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to try and break through. See if we can get the KO here. Goes for the Hyper. Okay, we land. We do more damage, but still not enough to one-shot, so we got a pretty low roll on that last attack. We break out. Okay, we haven't hit ourselves yet. We have not hit ourselves yet, so we might be a-okay. Wormadam trash. I like to see that. That's what I like to see. 424 is a bit higher BST than I thought it would have. I thought this was like a middling 400 and maybe in the high 390s, but... Okay. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Yep. There we go. What do we use? What do we use? Probably go for the Moo Moo Milk here. Goes for the Stone Edge and misses. Okay. Wormadam actually is kind of a problem. Wormadam's kind of a problem. But we break out. Thankfully, Searing Shot is 100% accurate. 4 times super effective. We do KO. Alright, and we're at full HP going into his last Intimidate. Don't love that. Last 4 Pokemon here. Oh, shoot. Searing Shot is my strongest move, but I only have 1 power point left. My strongest move I'm going to be able to... Which, this brings to mind, I think Seviper should get Intimidate no matter what anyways. Like, Arbok gets it, and to be honest, Seviper is a lot more intimidating than Arbok. Like, just the look of it, Seviper looks more threatening. I think it should have Intimidate, same as Arbok. But I guess it makes sense for the King Cobra. Its big old hood thing is like supposed to be like scary and like intimidating, so it makes sense. But I do think Seviper is really kind of, more intimidating looking, to be honest. Oh shoot. shoot. What do I go for here? Guess I go for Searing Shot, do some big damage, hopefully. Gauge what the Viper's about. And if I see that I have an opening to maybe use my Ether to get the power points back, we'll do that. Didn't do much at all, but they also did not do much to us. So I think I will take advantage and we'll Ether up here. Using up all my freaking items, using everything I got to get through this gym, which is just lovely. More confusion, just more confusion. I mean, hey, I'll take my special attack going up. I will take that for sure, but more confusion to deal with. And of course, we hit ourselves. They keep going for Psycho Cut. Get the crit. Love that for me. Okay, we got the, okay. We got the confusion ourselves on the Water Pulse. Don't get them to hit themselves, but water... We got the increase from Flatter. I really thought the Water Pulse would do more damage than that. So, Viper, you either have good HP or good SPDEF. It's one of the two, so we'll mark them both off for now. But a Water Pulse, assuming we get it off, should take you out. All right, go Lurk. Another freaking... Can we get like a really weak Stinker? Like, we're just getting nothing but like fairly good to like kind of good Pokemon. I just want a good Stinker. Something that's Crut, what up? How's it going? Thanks for the well wishes and the luck. Appreciate it. Hope all is going well with you. Do I heal? Like, gosh, do I heal? I feel like at this point I just kind of gotta hope that we can make it through because I can't blow so many, like all these heals. Of course, we stay confused, and you take that. Lose our speed, which I don't love because that's like our best thing is our speed. So don't love that. But man, are you also really freaking HP or SPDEF? Because we are +1 in our own special attack and we are a special attacker and that Water Pulse did nothing. Finally snapped out. Oh, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right, so now our special attack is back to neutral because we got snarled. But we are faster because we got hit by a dark type move and we rattled, so stats are just flying around here. Hopefully this last Pokemon we get is something we can take on easily. And it's a Flareon. It's like if I one-shot with the... Well, now we don't even have our increased special attack anymore, so... do I heal? It's probably better to live to fight another day than to preserve heals. So we'll use the Hyper. Goes for Blaze Kick. Does a lot of damage. We would have died. Come on, Water Pulse. Just please one shot. Okay. Okay, we got a crit, but the way that health bar went down, Flareon has some pretty good 8. You had more? I thought you were done. I thought we were done here. Oh my god, at least there's another fire type. Come on, just one shot. Just one shot. Of course it doesn't. Come on, please. What is that damage roll? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, we got bailed out right there with the confusion. What was that damage roll? We went from over half to well under. That is the worst thing ever. That is the worst thing in Pokemon. When you get the over half roll and you're confident like, oh, I can knock it out with another hit. And then doesn't get it. But we got bailed out with the confusion. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. That gym was tough. That gym depleted us good. But we made it through. We are moving on. We already have that move, Berg. I don't need it. But hey, we get to move on at least. This is now tied with the farthest we have ever been in the Kaizo IronMon run. We just have to get through Colress, the next battle available to us, and we'll officially have beat our record and gotten farther than we ever have. So at least we can say that. Yeah, we used up a lot of really good healing items in that gym battle, in that gym itself. But hey, we got through. We can keep going. We can do this. Let's see, any I don't really have any better berries to go with other than Pecha. I don't believe there's nothing else we can grab around here. I think we've got it all. So all I can do is just talk to good old Colry here. Also I can take that away. We don't need that up anymore. So go up through here. Are fully healed. We have our only really usable held item, the Pecha Berry. I want to put probably Water Pulse up front. That's now our like best. I mean, Searing Shot is our best consistent move, but it has lower power points. So like Water Pulse is our best spammable move. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Anyways, we'll just sort of like that. Need to avoid that trainer because she will battle us again, which we do not want. Let's do it, Colress. What you got for me? Hopefully you're a bit easier than last time. The Starmie Milotic combo with the accuracy drop and Endeavor and the Sandstorm was not fun, was not pretty. I would rather not do that again. Excadrill, kind of scary, but we do have a pretty strong move here at our disposal. Okay, so Excadrill doesn't have very good attack because that is a really strong move and it didn't do much to us. We're pretty frail. But also you took that pretty dang well, that Searing Shot right there, which I don't love. And we got burned. Also, don't love. Oh, can we just get an easy Pokemon, for goodness sake? Come on, just give me something easy. Gardevoir is not easy. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Why am I getting freaking owned? Oh, this is not pretty, not pretty. And where, of course, we got freaking burned. We are getting chipped by the Sandstorm. Oh, God, we might. This might. I swear, Colress kills me again after getting the 3rd gym badge. Like, what the hell? Because, like, normally I would just go for attack order immediately. But, of course, we got burned. So, attack's cut in half. Searing Shot is the most damage we're going to get off. It's like I could use my full restore, but... What just happened right there? Oh, Siri, screw up. Go away. Well, phone thought I was talking to it. I'm not. It's like, yeah, I could use my full restore, I guess, to get out of this situation, but then it's like, that's all my healing. I have one more potion and that's it. But like I said, I guess living to fight another day is better than conserving heals right now, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go for it, sure. Grass Pledge. Not that much, not that much. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll go for the Searing Shot. Best damage we're going to get off. Get the crit and knock it out. I guess technically attack order would have been the best damage because it is super effective, but hey, it worked out. We got the one shot there with the crit. Sure, I'll take a protein, why not? I'll give that, I'll feed that to my Hypno, make his attacks a little bit stronger. Her attacks, I should say. Man, I need an easy fight. We are getting too many difficult fights in a row. I need something easier. No, okay, I was about to say, aren't you normally here? But no, you are not. But hey, we've officially set our record. We have made it the farthest we've ever made it in Kaizo IronMon. We are officially the farthest we've ever been. We are in unexplored territory now. We are going where we have never gone before. Route number 4. And maybe, hopefully, the 4th gym. We do get a lot of trainers to take on before we go to take on Elisa, so that is nice. We get a lot of EXP because we have the whole Route 4, we have the Desert Resort, we have the 2 routes on the sides of Nimbasa up there. We have like 4 or 5 gym trainers before Elisa. We have a lot of EXP we can grab, so that's good. But we are completely out of healing items. And I just gotta find some more. Gotta hope to get lucky here. Our dowsing machine on for some hidden items. Which I know for a fact there are plenty around here. Oh, battle. Guess I should, we'll just put on a repel, why not? Feel like dealing with any of this. Power Herb, that is something we can utilize. That actually is a... I can't fight y'all, can I? No, I don't even need to avoid you. Can't actually fight you. Muscle band, not something we need. We need a heal. Look the other way, please. Please? Oh. What do we got down here? Something hidden right there. Magnet. I need heals. Need heal. Oh, shoot. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, people. Why are we just getting Pokemon in the upper 400s and lower 500s? Like, give me something easier, please. Oh, please. No, I don't. Well, actually, no. No, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I don't think Water Pulse would have been enough right there. Mean Look. I mean, no. Why am I? No, that's not even consideration. Why am I even thinking about that? No, no Mean Look. Roserade. Okay, at least we're super effective. That is at least nice. You are stronger Pokemon. We're at least able to take you down. Any trainers in here? I don't remember. Y'all trainers? Do any of you give me something? Come on. Hell yeah, there we go. Thank you, sir. I will take that kindly. I will gladly take that. Sure, might as well. Oh, yes. That is very clutch. Thank you, thank you. I don't want to use those really on random trainers right here, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Try and avoid that as best as possible. I think there is one, I think there's someone around here who will heal me. I almost ran into that lady. I think that's a healing item, right? That heals you in a small capacity or something. Okay, I mean, that's a status heal, I guess. It's something. Someone around here would heal me. Okay, good. Thank you, thank you. That is allowed normally, like dungeons, when you're in a dungeon or like a enemy base or something like that. Healing of that, variety. NPCs are not allowed, but since we were just on a random route, we are good to go. Back here, yes. If you get burned, I guess that's something that could help. I think you're a trainer. You ideally want to grab as many items as possible before you take on the trainers, because another freaking strong ass Pokemon, which we know for a fact that Typhlosion is cracked in the attack stat, but not very good in the physical defense stat. Because one time we were battling a Typhlosion, it was at half HP, had no increases in attack or anything, it was just plain stats, no stat buffs, nothing, no stat debuffs, just plain stats. It was confused, it hit itself in confusion, knocked itself out from half HP, which is crazy. That means attack is sky high and defense is not very good. So we gotta really hope this Water Pulse right here can take you down. Of course it couldn't. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That wasn't even a physical attack. That was a special attack and a crit. Oh my god. Oh, this game is so cruel. Oh, this game is so cruel. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, we made it, what, one battle beyond my record? The record was not beating Chorus. We beat Chorus, we beat one other person, and then we lost. Red Fox, what up? How's it going? I guess Typhlosion all around was just a crazy attacker or something. I mean, we weren't the bulkiest in the world, but, and that crit probably, I mean, crit obviously mattered, I would imagine. But man, oh man, that is just tragic. That is tragic. I mean, it's just a Hypno. It's just a Hypno, so you can't expect too much from it. But hey, would have been nice if we went a little farther there. But gonna update the info again, just to keep everything. Keep everything looking good. If anyone else joins in, they won't be expecting to see Hypno. Let everyone know it has perished, it has passed. But let's see, hopefully we can grab something just as good, even better. We want even better, actually. We want to be bigger, we want to be better. Let's do it. Try and get another run going if we can here in the next like hour or so. Ooh. I don't know if the barrel's the answer, but it has thick fat, so we really resist ice and fire to extreme extents because we're also a water type. Attacks are actually not that bad, like decent attacking stats. Like I guess this thing isn't the worst in the world. Not great, but it's not the worst. But I'll call you, you're just gonna be Bucky. We got Bucky Beaver. You're not looking the absolute worst, but I'm still not expecting anything out of you. But hey, based on what was on the screen, this is actually probably our best option for this run because it was, what, a Bulbasaur and another non-fully evolved Pokemon, so... Those are never going to do good for you because they just have low BSTs. So let's see, what is my best move to go for here? I think it said I was a special attacker, but I do have Crush Grip, which is stab. Facial Rend is really strong though, so that's 100. I think Crush Grip will be stronger. I think it's like a 150 base power move when your opponent's at full HP, and then we have stab on it. And our attack stat's not bad, so let's try it. Just got freaking bolt tackled by a Bulbasaur. Yeah, no, like I said, didn't think that that Barrel was going anywhere. Didn't think I'd lose to the Bulbasaur, to be honest, but I didn't think we were gonna like go far. Okay, Fearow kind of slept on Pokemon. I think Fearow's kind of cool, kind of slept on. 420 or 442 BST. Outrage, Shadow Punch, Brine, Calm Mind, like Overcoat. Not super digging your stat distribution. You're like specially bulky and not much else. I guess you have good HP and some special bulk, so I'm gonna call you Reaper. Why? I don't know. Just felt like it. Just felt like you were a Reaper. Let's see. Can we beat Hugh though? In his little baby Cyndaquil. What moves do we have? We do have Brine. So let's see how much this does. Oh, and we flinched. Love that. I think we're good there. Naturally, yeah. Love that for me. Oh, are we speed tied? Okay, well, somehow got out of that one. That was looking a little bit perilous against the world's strongest Cyndaquil with a freaking Hurricane and Twister. That was a Cyndaquil of natural disasters. The Cyndaquil was bringing about the end times. Gotta go talk to Mother. Hopefully we can find a better Pokemon to pivot to here. Hopefully something a little bit stronger than Fearow. What do we got on this first route? Speak of the devil, Bulbasaur is back. Not a pivot, unfortunately. Not a pivot. Little too weak. Full heal. Okay, that's nice to pick up. I don't think I've ever picked up. And a timber. Okay, so no pivots available to us on this opening route right here. So we just got to move on and keep going. Grab our free heal. Just move past Alder and try and take down these two trainers. See what else the grass up here is going to give us. Let's keep going for Brine because it is our strongest move. Or, it's not our strongest move, but it's super effective against this thing. I always forget how Brine works. It's like, it's like, is it stronger? Fusion Flare is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Shadow Punch is 60 or 120. Honestly, I think I just get rid of Brine or get rid of Calm Mind. I don't know if we're bulky enough to set up Calm Mind, though, is the thing. So I'm going to say no to Calm, like setting up. Setup's kind of tough. Yeah, I always thought that's what it was. It's like, it's double damage when you're... Is it exactly half HP, though? Or is it just, like, around half HP? I've never... Because, like, every time I've ever used Brine and I've thought, like, oh, I should be able to do more damage here. It just doesn't seem to do more damage, so... Is it only exactly half HP? Because if so, that's kind of... that's not very good when you're in the yellow. Okay. Yeah, it's just never... It's never seemed like it actually did anything for me, though. I think what's nice about Overcoat, I was just thinking about yellow and red. Okay, so when I guess just below half. Nice about Overcoat, we cannot be hit by any powder moves, so I believe we're immune to Spore. Or is it just like Stun Spore and Poison Powder and all that? I don't know if Spore counts as well. But I think we're also immune to the effects of like Sandstorm and Hail, so it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I guess we'll go for... Shoot, we'll throw off Outrage, why not? The little guy went for Autotomize. Grab our item, a Lychee Berry. What's that do? I think that Lychee Berry raises attack. I think it raises attack when you're at low enough HP, something like that. Yep, raises attack in a pinch. So that's something that you could try and utilize. Two little baby bugs here on this route, so nothing yet worth pivoting to. Executor is pretty strong. 520 BST is nice, but I don't like the 4 times weakness. I don't like having quad weaknesses. Plus, Executor in general just has a lot of weaknesses. I think Grass Psychic. It's either Grass Psychic or Grass Dark that has like the most weaknesses of any Pokemon. Of like any Pokemon type. Maybe. Something like that. It's not very good. Not very good. Defensively. So clearly Executor is the only thing that wants to be seen on that route. So we're going to move on. Ombre. No. Oh, I just realized Fearow only learns 10 moves by level up. That's what the tracker says up there. Let me get out of this real quick. Oh, if I can. Apparently not. Lombre is really fast. But right above my moveset up there, right above Brine, it says moves 2 out of 10. That means we've learned 2 of our 10 level up moves. We only get 8 more moves for the entire game. That's not very good. The freaking, whatchamacallit we just had. What was it? What was it? I already forgot. Hypno. I don't know how I already forgot that. Hypno had at least 13. I guess in hindsight, 8, like 10 total moves is kind of good. So maybe I'm complaining about nothing. Okay, we gotta... It's like, it's an option. It's certainly an option. Like 530 BST, surprisingly strong. Stronger than you would think. Ice, not a very good defensive typing. But it's kind of really high BST stat. So maybe we'll get a gauge on the Vanillix here. See how much. See what you're kind of rocking with. What you're doing. Are you any good? Luster Purge. Not doing much, but we are pretty specially defensive. Holding Leftovers, if I could utilize that and actually use it, that'd be excellent. Yeah, so we actually got a Lombre as a starter one time, and I was like, yo, this Lombre is actually pretty good. But it's like, you gotta find the stone, and since it's randomized items, it's kind of risky. But I mean, Luster Purge is not the strongest move and only has 5 power points. Go for Brian again. Has Tickle. I don't love that. Like I said, if I could utilize the leftovers, or I was allowed to use those, I'd 100% catch that right now and have a leftovers Pokemon. But leftovers are banned, so I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Like, shoot, it's almost 100 BST over Furo, though. That's kind of the thing. It is 100 BST higher about. It is hard to give up for sure. But also it's lower level than what we got now, which is not super fun. Ranch does have higher level Pokemon. So maybe we can run in something nice here. We've only seen, what, Lombre and Petalil? Anything better? A lot of grass types. A lot of grass types hanging out up here, but nothing of use yet. We want a fully evolved. Okay. Trico with Snow Warning. How about that? Trico naturally have 2 different abilities? Because that one didn't have Snow Warning, so that would mean Trico... I thought all starters just had one. I know hidden abilities become a thing in this generation, but that's not how this works. It's just like... whatever your main abilities are outside of hidden abilities are what you can get pulled from. So I thought it would just have Overgrow. How does it seem to have 2 abilities? It's weird. Yeah, that's the thing about, Ice is not a good... It only has 1 resistance to itself, a lot of weaknesses. Like, that is kind of the risk we run with an Ice type, is it's just not very defensive at all. So unless I run into something that really just screams at me as being good, I think we're stuck with the Reaper for now. Shouldn't be mean, we're not stuck with the Reaper, it's just Reaper's what we got. We'll gauge you out some more. Do you have anything other than those 2 moves? Mr. Purge is all you seem to really want to go for. Cotton Guard, yeah, so I'm gonna say no here. Doesn't seem like you have many good really attacking moves. So now we'll just check out the ranch a little bit more, see what other options we have, and then it is definitely looking like Reaper is what we're rocking with here, though. Reaper is our guy. Seemingly our guy. There's always the chance that we run into something, because we've only seen, what, 3 Pokemon here. I think there's like 5 total encounters. What is there Torchic on this route too? God, Mudkip is so freaking cute. Like, look how freaking cute that little bean is. Oh my goodness. Also, like, everything in their mother is faster than me, apparently. So that's never fun, being slow. Ah, Ice Beam, cool. If you were a Sceptile, 1000%, I'd take you on the spot, but Trico's just a little bit too low on the BST total for me. And I mean, I guess, but like, these are the only 3 spots we can pivot to anything on. Unless we somehow get through the first gym, then you can technically pivot in Burbank Complex. There are some pretty high level Pokemon over there that you could pivot to. But it's like, I'm not incredibly confident in Reaper, to be honest, to get through the first gym. I mean, clearly Vanillix is fast because it is outspeeding us despite the level disadvantage, but... Hi, little Lee, what you doing, buddy? You just having fun in there with Mama, huh? Okay, I guess that should be the last Pokemon we should be able to see in here, being Lileep, so... Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that we can really pivot to, so... We'll just rock with Reaper, see how this goes. Oh, that is a strong move. So, If what we have learned about Brine is correct, it should do double damage now and should KO the Cyndaquil, right? Right, it should double in power and therefore KO the Cyndaquil. But that's what I think that's what we've come to believe. I think it did less damage there. I think it did less damage right there. So again, I don't know how Brine works. Like I said, it never seems to do what I thought it should do. Like, I think you have to be exactly at half HP, which is the weirdest thing, because like that didn't do any more damage. But we are faster somehow. Incredibly slow Cyndaquil. So we will get out of that battle by the skin of our teeth. I guess we will keep moving. Oh, I forgot. I need to take on this kid down here. That is typically a good idea. I've done this a few times now where I forget to go battle this kid. Opponent HP needs to be half? Oh, I always thought it said user's HP. Opponent's HP? That's really strange. Huh. Oh, at least we got Fusion Flare. That was a pretty freaking strong move. Oh, I forgot. This lady up here will heal me. I don't gotta go all the way back. As long as we're not running into rock, water, dragon, fire, Fusion Flare is doing pretty good damage. I'll take a resist wing. Why not? Give myself a defense HP or EV right there. That girl can sometimes get stuck on the Mareeps, and it's pretty funny. Oh yeah, cool. Tornadus Therian. Love that. Love that for you. That's really awesome. Eat my Fusion Flare. Yeah, that's sword power. No. Eat it. It did. Goodness. Maybe, man, I guess maybe you're specially bulky, so maybe we go for Outrage instead. Oh, you have Searing Shot. My Hypno once had Searing Shot. It was pretty nice. But I guess that is this Fearo's one saving grace. We are really specially bulky. Very specially bulky. And now we got Dragon Claw. Which, to be honest, is Dragon Claw just better to have than Outrage? Like, yeah, Outrage is a lot stronger, 50% stronger, but you get locked in, which is not typically something you really want to do, especially in a randomized game when you have no clue what's about to happen. You get confused afterwards. Only has 10 power points, 15 on Dragon Claw. I kind of feel like I should go with Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's not as strong, but I think in the long run, Outrage is good if you're facing like one Pokemon at a time. It's fine. But if you're in like a gym battle, you got like 5 Pokemon to take on. I don't think Outrage is very good. Going to bed already? All right, I am back. But yeah, I think I take Dragon Claw over Outrage just because more power points, less drawbacks from the confusion and being locked in and everything. So I'm gonna take the D-Claw. Oh, a lot of EXP there. Goodness. Which, was I still locked into Outrage when I deleted it, so now I'm not locked into it, or did I snap out? Am I confused right now? See? I am confused. That did a lot of damage because my defense is not very good. But, Tangela no longer has Sturdy, which is nice. Just gave it to me. Wait. Oh, no. That's not how that works. I think we're dead. Oh, wow. Okay, thankfully Tangela has low attack, it seems, because that did no damage. But, no. So, he gave me Sturdy, kept Sturdy himself. And now we're paralyzed, so I don't love that. That is not ideal, especially considering we are confused as well. I'll take that. Of course, we're paralyzed. Let's go for that. Okay, cool. Let us out. English, if I can English. Let us out of that. Could have been a little scary right there. Luckily, Tangela did not seem to have too much in the way of attack, which is our weakest, our weakest link is our defense. So we don't like seeing physical attackers. Took that pretty dang well. You took that pretty dang well, Throw. I'm not gonna lie. You ate that up. Bell dumb? More like Bell done with this battle. Bazinga. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever saying that again. That was weird. I don't think I want to emulate the the guy from Big Bang Theory. You are normally here. What are you doing? This is supposed to be random. You are normally here. Where did you come from? I guess there is the one thing about okay, so hear me out. Riolu evolves, it has to be daytime, right? I know it's high friendship, but does it have to be daytime? Because, like, here's the thing. We could catch this Riolu. We can just run back and forth a lot for a while. Max out its friendship, which actually might, even with speed up, might take a really freaking long time to do. But we could instantly evolve it into a Lucario, assuming we can get through a trainer battle with just a Riolu. It is pretty weak at 285 BST. But, like, we could have a Lucario, technically, if we just maxed out. But it also, I guess, depends. Do you have to evolve during the day? Or can it be any time of day? It does have to be daytime, so not going to work out. It is night. At least, it's night for me. I don't know if my game considers it nighttime. Yes, it is after midnight for my game. Looking at the game time, 0:48. That is right after midnight. So definitely no, not going to be able to evolve this Riolu. But that could have been the clutch tech. Try and risk it for a Lucario. Again, would have needed that Riolu to take on this kid right here, but maybe could have done it. Mental Herb is actually something we could utilize. Because what Mental Herb clears, like, confusion or something, or is it just taunt? It's just infatuation? I thought Mental Herb helped with, like, getting taunted or, like, confused. Is it just infatuation? That's kind of lame. Oh, hello. You back already? Oh, you got all wet. Oh, you got all wet. Oh, you were soaked, little boy. Did he just go out in the rain?
Yes. He was just like he stood out there for like a whole 3 minutes.
Did he go to the bathroom?
No.
Leo, buddy.
He walked all around.
You are soaked, little boy.
Yeah, completely.
Oh, you are so...
Does he not go out with you? He just went out there by himself. I didn't even know.
He will do that sometimes, but not always. Buddy, you are soaking wet. I think
No, I don't want to.
you gotta get a towel and dry him off. It's gonna take him a while to dry off. He's wet. Like, he is soaked. Go. Come on, Leo, go. Go. What a crazy little boy. So that's the thing. For some reason, this emulator doesn't go off the time of my computer. Because, like, it's not after midnight for me. It is 8:41. My emulator thinks it's 12:51 a.m. But it is 8:41 p.m. for me. So I don't know what determines the time and everything on this emulator. But it is not my computer for some reason. Well, we got to take down a chandelier. Oh, with Aeroblast. Thankfully, we have really good Spadef. I'm talking really good. Our freaking Spadef is crazy. Crazy high. Oh, and then a Melodic. That is actually kind of problematic. That's a pretty strong Pokemon that we don't have great answers for. Oh, but you're very physically frail. Good to know. You're pretty physically frail. Do I want to mark that off? I guess I will. Say minor. Maybe it could just be low HP, but I think it's probably physical defense. Go for the Shadow Punch. You're also slow, so not a good combo. Not a good combo. Who just scratched at my door? Who came and knocking? Was that Ryder? I think Emily forgot to close the gate. Let me see. Let me see. What are you doing? You want to come in and say, you got a little wet too, bud? A little bit wet too. What you doing? What you doing, huh? You got wet too going outside? Oh, now Leo comes back. Did you get dried off at all? No? He looks wet. I guess his ears mainly look a little wet. What are y'all doing? Y'all being crazy boys, huh? Y'all being crazy? Watch out, Ryder. Don't want to run you over. Yeah. Oh. All hail Lord Helix. We have a Helix fossil that has got to be the key item to our luck and success. It's got to be it. Come on, Ryder. Come on. Go. Come on, y'all go and lay in bed. Yeah, we got a new run going. Unfortunately, Hypno got obliterated by a crit, so we had to start anew. I didn't think Reaper here was going to do much for us, but it actually has kind of come through a little bit, which is surprising. You a wild Pokemon? Okay, yep. Almost knocked that thing out, which would have been bad because would have meant I would have had to have switched to a new Pokemon because you're not allowed to grind, which is unfortunate. So cannot use you, so we move you to free space. But with all that, we just need to go take on some little kids for Alder, and then we can go to the first gym. Also an item up here we can grab. Got a Great Ball, huh? Not really something we want, but I'll take it. All right, so, oh, I forgot. Let's heal up and then go take down these kids. Really interested to see what this Fearo's BST like distribution is. I'd have to sit down and calculate it. Unfortunately, it's not something I can just easily check out. But it would be interesting to see. The Fusion Flare. Oh, don't love a Shell Smash. Don't love that. Definitely not. So will Brine do more damage now? Like, is it close enough to half for Brine to do more damage, or is it still like... shouldn't matter. We'll just go for Fusion Flare. Alder will heal us after. Okay, so after a Shell Smash, that Iron Head did not do anything, and we are not very physically defensive. So I'm going to say you have pretty bad attack. If we're minimum 50? Okay, so wouldn't do more now. But yeah, I don't think you're doing very good in the attacking department there, Electric. That Iron Head did nothing, and we are not very physically bulky. Air Cutter, we get Stab. It's not the strongest move in the world, but it is Stab, and we get crits more easily. It's a lot of power points. Is there anything we could even consider getting rid of here? Because what, like... What does Air Cutter get for us that any of these other moves don't? Flying's obviously good against fighting, which we don't have any coverage for. It's good against grass. We have Fusion Flare for that. It's good against bug. Also have Fusion Flare for that. It is good against... Is it just fighting grass and bug? Is flying not... I thought it was super... Really just 3 types. Fighting, grass, bug. I think so. Chuck, what's up? How's it going? Actually, it's Stab, but I think I'm gonna say I'm good. Water's good coverage to have, so's Ghost. Dragon's like one of those ones that's actually kinda... Well, Dragon's important for us to keep because Brine and Fusion Flare are resisted by dragons, so having an attack that can hit dragons is really nice. But really, unless we're running in the dragons, like, Dragon Claw isn't that useful. I guess we really don't need Air Cutter that much. It would just help us with fighting types. So I'm going to say no, even though it is a stab move. I'm going to say no, thank you. Even though it is only... it's like 95% accurate, so not the most inaccurate thing in the world, but I prefer to use 100% accurate moves because, like, if it can miss, it will miss, and it will miss in the most unfortunate scenarios. You took that really well. You took that really well, Luxio. I'll enjoy that. I think Luxio might have pretty good HP. I think he might be pretty solid in the HP department. So what? Brine should do more damage now, right? So it's normally 65. If the target's HP is down to about half, this attack will double him. I guess if I just read the freaking description, it would tell me. So target's HP is down to about half. I think that should constitute about half, right? So this should be a 130 base power move right now. Right? Okay, well, crit doesn't tell me anything because it's just like, just knocked it out, but sure, I'll take it. But yes, Chuck, yes, if it is not 100% accurate, it is 50% accurate. In the name of Arcus himself. Okay, so we can heal up. We got our Oran Berries now from Alder, so we can go take on the first gym. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Give this to you. Unfortunately, we did not pick up any other heals outside of our potions and the Oran Berries. We will get a freshwater from Clyde the Guide, but that is it. That is all we'll be able to rock with going into this gym. Okay, so good to know, good to know. Go for Brine is the finishing blow. That is when it's at its strongest, becomes our strongest move. So we make sure we are healed. We have our Oran Berry equipped. We have all the potions we're going to get. We grabbed all the items that there are to grab. So, time to get moving. Now that we've entered, we cannot leave. We can grab this X Defend, which I continue to grab these X items from some of these people, not really knowing if I'm allowed to use them in battle or not. Nothing in the rules explicitly says it. But it also does feel a little cheap to use. I don't know. let's see. First gym trainer up. What can we do to you? What can we do here? Okay, I will take that. But I want to preserve my best attacks for the gym leader. Fusion Flare only has 5 power points. Probably best to just get this thing off the screen and get moving, so we'll just go do that. And a Bastiodon. Okay, kind of scary, Brian is the only usable. Yeah, that is true. X accuracy is pretty broken in Gen 1, making all your Oko moves 100% accurate. Brian is the best thing we got here. Okay, Bastiodon, you have negative attacking stat. Like, that Bastiodon must have 5 base attack, because a stab, super effective, 150 base power move that crit me didn't kill. And I have no defense. So the fact that that only did 40 damage, Bastiodon has no attack stat at all. That was, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I was like, okay, we're done. But wow, that did nothing. Not a thing. I'm a dumbass. I'm dumb. We had a free turn. He was going to recharge on the rock. I should have healed. I always do that. Why? I swear I'll never learn. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Byron is really one of the worst gym leaders of all time. Like, Byron's so easy to just absolutely sweep through. Murkrow has 405 BST. I mean, makes sense. It was a fully evolved Pokemon for a few generations, but still a bit higher than I thought it was. I thought it was like a high 300s. 405 is pretty good, actually. It's actually rather close to RBST, which is concerning, but I'm going to take the opportunity here to I'm going to heal with a potion. Okay, well, we got to win in 3 turns. We got to win in 3 turns. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, well, we go for Fusion Flare because we got to get out of this, and that did nothing. We lived on 1, but we're going to lose. We are going to lose. Okay, well, this runs over. Unless you have paper, we got a crit. We got an Autono. You have download. I thought my game was lagging, but I forgot when you're in red, your Pokemon animations slow down. We got a one-shot here. Well, we're dead either way. We got a one-shot. We're dead to Perish Song, or we are dead to the Autono. Got a Fusion Flare, baby. And okay, well, we lost. Welp. Couldn't even make it to Charon. We got taken out by the gym trainers, so what you gonna do? I did not actually think that Fearow was gonna take us anywhere, but it did a lot better than I thought it would. I will be real, that Fearow did a lot better than I anticipated. But we are, oh my god, talk about a horrible starter selection. Goodness, this is awful. There was not a solid option amongst the 3. Goodness, that's bad. We got dead because there's certainly no way you're making out of this. Magma Storm's kind of crazy. Hex, Payback. Yeah, you are awful. No, thank you. Leo, you're back again, buddy. Okay, well, you hang out in here, okay? You hang out and relax. Here. Come here. You being weird, buddy. What you doing? Okay. Yeah, anytime I get a starter that I'm convinced is never going to go anywhere, just not going to do anything, I name it dead. Okay, we missed the Magma Storm. We almost immediately get taken out by, and we... That is why he is dead. That is why You are dead. And we are on attempt number 80 right now. This is attempt number 80. I just realized I do not have any new, any more. I have more seeds. I have 20 more seeds set up after this, but I don't have the save states in place, so I can start right here in front of Bianca. So, right at 2 hours. Oh my, okay, so, okay, hear me out here. Azelf is a legendary, we cannot take it. So even though it is below 600 BST, it's a legendary, we cannot take it. But we have two banger options on the other side that we can choose from now. Because the tracker gave us the middle, we can't use the middle. So is it Galvantula or is it Volcarona? Two incredible bug types. Volcarona does have a really high base stat total, like one of the highest that we could possibly get. But it is 4 times weak to rock, which I don't love. Galvantula is what, like 400s for BST. So not nearly as strong as Volcarona, but doesn't have a 4 times weakness. Yeah, it's 472. Volcarona's like 550, so significantly stronger. But we get hit by one rock type move, we are done. Meanwhile, what? Galvantula is weak to... Galvantula only has 2 weaknesses. This thing is only weak to fire and rock. I think I might actually take Galvantula. It's kind of crazy. Because, yeah, Volcarona is stronger, but, like, if we run into a single rock type move, we are dead. Whereas Galvantula only... This is tough. Like, looking at defensive profiles, Galvantula has 4 resistances, 2 weaknesses. What about Volcarona? Volcarona has 3 weaknesses, 1 being 4 times, but Volcarona does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistances. It would have 6 if we were, you know, if Fairy existed right now, but here we have yeah, I know it's... I know Volcarona's better. Like, the BST total is so much higher. Fuck it. We're going Volcarona. We're going Volcarona. Yeah, right. We get sneezed on by some pebbles. We are done. But 550 BST is about the highest BST we're ever going to be able... We have Sturdy. Yo, we have Sturdy. We can never get one shot. We have Stab Magma Storm and Stab Twin Needle. I can't use Roost. That's not allowed. It's a healing move. Of course, we're physically frail. Of course we are physically frail. We're pretty fast. Like, we have good speed. We're a special attacker. Of course, again, any rock move is going to obliterate us. But we have Sturdy, which is really nice. We need some better moves, though. But what do I name this Volcarona right here? And there's always... I could go with Mothra. This is the easy one. What should I name? Should I go with Mothra or should I do something else? What do we think? Should I go with like Solar or something like that? Are there any special fireflies like within mythology or anything like that? I can't really think of anything. I'm just gonna go with Mothra. Kind of generic, but it fits. Mothra. I really think Volcarona should have been a oh well. Sorry, Chuck. Clicked yes as soon as I read that. But I think Volcarona should have been a pseudo legendary. It definitely should have been a pseudo. They should have given it a middle stage evolution, made its BST 600. Would have been a crazy pseudo. Alright, so please land the Magma Storm. Didn't one-shot, which is crazy, but thankfully we did not go for a physical move, we went for a special one. So do I Twin Needle here? More accurate. Can't be one-shot, so it is a... You know, we're safe right now. It can't be one-shot, which is nice. I'm going to get there real quick. So I think I'm just going to go for Twin Needle. That's fine. All right, so we got out of the first trainer battle. First rival battle, I should say. Got some serious EXP. Let's go. That's what I like to see right there. Shadow Force. Yo, that's crazy. Even hits through Protect. Yeah, so we got to get rid of Roost. We cannot use Roost. That is banned. But shoot, I will take Shadow Force. Don't have much power points at all, but we do got some strong moves. So we gotta go talk to Mom. Go talk to Ma'am. We also have pretty solid HP. Like really outside of our physical defense, we're looking pretty dang good. Because our physical attack's not the greatest. But we are a fast special attacker, and I like that. Especially the fact that, actually thinking about it, the fact that Galvantula lived that stab Magma Storm's kind of crazy. Tentacool, nope. That is true, that is true. Haxorus is not a pseudo, and yet it evolves after Garchomp does. That is very true. Black Glasses, unfortunately, can't use that. Tentacool, anything other than Tentacool in the grass. Not that I'm pivoting to anything, but that's always worth looking at. And Diglett, okay. Oh, you're all good, Chuck, you're all good. Yeah, I think both Haxorus and Volcarona were done a little dirty in Gen 5 to not be pseudos. Now, obviously, they can't go with 3 pseudos in the generation. I like Hydreigon, it's really cool. Close my door real quick. I like Hydreigon, don't get me wrong, but I think both Haxorus and Volcarona would have been really cool pseudos as well. Here, plushy Diglett. Big Diglett fan over there. All right, Volcarona, can you make it through this first trainer battle here? I would certainly hope so. I would certainly hope we can make it kind of far at least. The one upside to being 4 times weak to rock moves are all inaccurate, other than Ancient Power. That one's not, but every other rock move, inaccurate. Really, Diglett has the second lowest HP stat. I did not know that. We'll go for Magma Storm, which does, of course, miss. Go for it again. But when it does land, we get the easy one shot. Is the one unfortunate side of Magma Storm. 75 accuracy is not very good. The least HP, least amount of HP for a Pokemon would be... Pokemon with the least HP. Oh, gosh. I gotta be honest, no. I don't know. There's a lot of Pokemon I can think of that have low HP, but I don't know if I can think of one that has the least. Like, I don't know. Caterpie, Weedle, something like that. Oh, obviously Shedinja has the lowest HP. Okay, yeah. I forgot about that whole gimmick. I forgot about that. I don't know how I forgot about that, but I did. I was thinking like in no, I was like, does any Pokemon have like 10 HP? I thought she took him to the freaking bed. What is going on? Either go to bed or stay in here. Like, make up your mind, little boy. What are you doing? You're being crazy. Alright, so Shadow Force is our best option here. So we will throw that off. We do get to avoid a hit, which is nice. Avoid the Heart Stamp. Solid enough damage. Solid enough. Guess the great thing about Shadow Force is we waste a... whatchamacallit, we waste a power point, whenever they go for an attack, and we get to scout. We get to scout their moves. Oh, Staraptor. That's pretty cool. That would be a pretty sweet pivot if there was an option. But I'm not even going to look for any more pivots. I am just going to take on these trainers, get through the good old rival here. I would like to, at best, get through the first gym today, see if we can go take down Sharon, and then we'll move on to do some good old shiny hunting to end off the stream. Ooh, an Exploud. Hello. Big boy. Big boy go down easy. How long was the longest run? Right after the third gym. I've made it past the third gym twice now, so earlier today we made it past the third gym. I lost. And then 2 days ago on Saturday, I also made it past the third gym and I lost immediately. So just barely past the third gym is the record we have right now. So let's see, you took this Magma Storm pretty well last time, so maybe, well actually, I don't want to Shadow Force just yet because you do have counter, so I'll just throw that off. Of course, got the Future Sight. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, got the one shot this time. I guess we're on more equal, like, playing field with the levels now, so that would explain why we got the one shot now. Got a Pinsir, 500 BST. Wow. I didn't realize Pinsir had 500 BST. Salic Berry's kind of crazy. Actually, Salic Berry goes wild with Sturdy. Like, if we get hit by something and taken down to 1 HP, we get a Salic Berry for a speed boost. That's kind of wild. That is a tech we got to hold on to. That's kind of crazy. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Just land. That's all you got to do. Wow. Took that really well. Took a crit really well. Goodness me. Okay, Crobat is either max HP or max PDEF. Good lord. Hillbilly Internet is up and running. Ryan, what's up? What's up? How's it going? Glad everything's going good for you. Glad you finally got some internet. What's up? How's the new job going? How's the new digs, the new crib? What? We can chain Magma Storm residual damage with Shadow Force getting out of the way, so that is kind of nice. That is pretty clutch. Endure, Reversal, Unburden, Lychee Berry with Hitmonlee. Actually, that sounds pretty busted. Not gonna lie, that does sound pretty busted. Lee's your middle name? Well, how fitting, how fitting. Let's see, we gotta just keep throwing off the Magmas. E-Speed did nothing. Okay. Took that like a champ. Works is different. Very nice, very nice. Glad you're enjoying it as much as you can. Oh, we got crit. Don't love that. And you have a Gyarados. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Homie got a stacked freaking team. I got a Hippowdon with 525 BST. Now I got a Gyarados with 540. I feel like I got a heal here. That's this is, unless Shadow Force can one shot, which I doubt it. This is kind of rough. Like, our attack isn't that great. I mean, Shadow Force is really good. Yeah, Magma Storm with the residual. What do I go for here? It's like healing won't take me up to full, so I can't really rely on Sturdy right now. Do I just Shadow Force and hope I can KO? That Hippowdon proved to be a bit more trouble than I thought it would be. think I just Shadow Force here. Fury swipes, okay. We resist that, thankfully. Okay, okay. Managed to dodge that, managed to get out of that. I was a little close, that was scary, but the janitor did not sweep us today. The janitor did not sweep us up. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, getting Tepig was a joy. Getting Tepig was the highlight of my year so far. Now, granted, I'm getting married later in the year, so Tepig will take a backseat eventually. But as of right now, highlight of the year was finding that Tepig. And Dialga was sweet. I'd been calling that for months, and we got that, so that was pretty nice. Do I Twin Needle you, or do I just Magma Storm? That'll be pretty solid damage with Stab and super effective. By the way, what is up with these Pokemon we keep running into? Now we got a freaking 600 BST Cresselia in our way. Thankfully, we 4 times resist that. Get a lot of EXP out of that, though, so that is... Well, okay, not nearly as much as I thought we would get, but we got some. I guess we are really high level. How am I getting I'm getting so many levels, I feel like. I would have thought Volcarona was a slow... Do I have to go for a Twin Needle now? No. Okay, we're good. Would have thought Volcarona would level up slowly, but it seems like we're gaining levels pretty quick. Let's see. Get these items down here. Hopefully we can grab another heal. That'd be really nice. Exactly. Koba Berry. Don't think we can utilize that. Actually, no. I can never remember what the ones are. Is Koba Berry the one that does? No, Charty Berry is rock, right? So Koba Berry, I don't think we can utilize. Flying. Okay, we can utilize that. We are weak to flying, so we could utilize that. So why not? We'll give that to Volcarona for now. That way, if we get hit with a flying type move, we can have the damage. Tail Whip, nothing useful. Exactly. We have a weakness, so we can actually utilize it. Move that to free space. I took that item up there, right? Yeah, that was the something. That was something or another. Now we go take on these kids once again. Early game here really does fly by. You can get through this early game really freaking quickly. I really don't like how low that freaking defense stat is. Ooh, protein. Okay, we will feed that to our moth. Why not? Why not? Get our moth nice and swole. Nice and jacked. But we are really lucky too. We have good HP, so it's kind of counterbalancing the fact that we have really bad other, our defenses are not great. We have pretty good HP, so that is nice. And we just beat the champ. We just won. We just won the game. We just beat the champion. We can stop now. Champion Crystal. You also, and we can 2 for 2. We can get 2 champion victories for the price of 1. Are you kidding me? We're trading Shadow Forces. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, so. Oh. Now we got mind games here. Because if he goes for Shadow Force again, I want to just attack. That way, during the turn that he's like disappeared, I can then go for Shadow Force and then we like switch it around. So I gotta hope you go for Shadow Force again. God, this is really risky. Okay, it does go for Shadow Force. All right, wow, Magma Storm still hits. Actually, if Shadow Force can hit through Protect, can't it also hit through? No, because I missed, right? So we go for Shadow Force now. So yeah, can't hit me. It gets taken out by that anyways, so Live to fight another day. Live to fight another day. But yes, I did know Paris has 3-4 times weaknesses in Gen 1, since Poison is also super effective against Bug in Gen 1. It's got Fire, Flying, and Poison weaknesses. But one second, close my door again. So Ryan, this is Kaizo IronMon, which is a crazy, crazy challenge of basically any Pokemon game. There's about 40 different rules for Kaizo IronMon. It is a lot. It is a lot, but everything's randomized. Absolutely everything other than typing. You know, we're still a Bug Fire type on our Volcarona, but everything else completely random. Magma Storm is actually random, even though it seems very fitting for Volcarona. You know, Shadow Force, Volcarona does not get that. Might get Twin Needle. I don't honestly know. But yeah, everything is absolutely random. All the items in the overworld are random. All the Pokemon are random. It is a lot of randomness with a lot of rules to make it as difficult as possible for you to succeed. And all the rules are linked in the description of the YouTube live. Also, if you just type !rules in the chat, it'll pop up and give you the link in the chat for all the rules as well. How is the what you mean? How's the Volcarona back? We too goated to go away. So I think I'll actually take this. Actually, no, I will take the berry away. I'll give you an Oran berry. I like that better. I like my HP. But we have all of the healing items we're going to get right now, it seems. We got our 3 potions. We got a few berries at the disposal. We can get a fresh water from Clyde the Guide. We are fully healed. Unfortunately, looking at what we're rocking with right now, 5 Magma Storms, 5 Shadow Forces, and Twin Needle. I'm going to be honest. This is going to be a really hard gym to get through. Just the sheer fact we have really low power points. Yeah, no, so this is Pokemon White 2. Like, it's the same. It's Pokemon White 2, same story, same everything. But like the aspects of Pokemon White 2, it's all random. So Kaizo IronMon is just a rule set you impose on any Pokemon game. It can be Crystal, it could be Platinum, it could be Sun and Moon. You just play you take the Pokemon game, you randomize everything about it, and then, you know, you get going. But yeah, I gotta be real. Given how few power points we have, this gym is probably going to be tough. I'm not going to lie, this gym is probably going to be tough to get through. Like, this Volcarona is really good. It's just... And the moves are strong. They're just not ideal. I'd prefer Flamethrower and Shadow Ball, to be honest. Those 2 moves I would prefer much more than Magma Storm and Shadow Force. But hey, never say never. We might still be able to make it through. Okay, we open up strong. We can take advantage of the Twin Needle super effectiveness. We are faster. We get a one-shot. Easy peasy. Thank you. Carnivine, same thing as well. Twin Needle. Didn't do nearly as much damage, but we could just waste time going for gravity. So that is the ideal battle. That right there, the ideal situation for this gym. That is all we need. Sharpen. I mean, it's better than Curse. We can set up at least. Actually, no. What am I talking about? Well, I was for some reason thinking this was Ghost type Curse, but no, this is Curse that lowers our speed but ups our attack and defense. We don't really want that though. We'd rather have Sharpen. We don't want to be slower. I guess actually no, boosting our defense could be nice though, because we're physically frail. But I don't want to be slower. I think I'm going to take Sharpen. I don't want to be slower, so we're going to get rid of Curse. Nope, missed the trainer. Oh, and we start off with a Mew, but hey, I did say I wanted Pokemon that are weak to Twin Needle, so I gotta take what I can get. Should I sharpen and then Twin Needle? I think I just Twin Needle. Okay, so I don't love that. Don't love that. Definitely don't love hitting myself. Don't love taking a Psycho Cut. Don't love any of that that's going on right now. Oh, come on, Mothra. Come on. What are we doing? Okay, gotta use my fresh water. Gotta go back up to full. Take the Psycho Cut. Please break through. Thank you. Can we get an easy one? Shuckle with slow start. I will take that all day, every day. I will take that as kind of easy, not gonna lie. Well, Shuckle has good BST, so it could be randomized and it could actually be something solid, but slow start's gonna negate all that. So I'm gonna throw off some sharpens. You motherfucker. You bitch. Still faster, which is wild. Okay, we 4 times resist that, so I will sharpen once more. You can do that all day. I don't care. I'm going to sharpen again because that's the best move you got. Oh, Tail Whip. Okay, don't love that. So I guess now we will use our 1 Paralyze Heal. So Tail Whip again. Shuckle finally got his act together, so Slow Start is no longer a thing to worry about. I guess Shadow Force probably has the best chance of one-shotting this thing. Really? You went for Shadow Sneak? Okay, well, we got the one shot. Unfortunately, we are not at full HP going into the gym leader. Of course you would pull out the freaking Shadow Sneak right there at the end. Of course you would. We'll give you another another Oranberry. And let's see, can we make it through Charon, or will we be roadblocked with a really freaking good Pokemon? Like, will we be taken down here? You know what? Shuppet is a pretty weak Pokemon, so I'm going to sharpen on it. What does that do? What? Telekinesis tossed me in the air. Okay. Cool, I guess. Don't love Whirlpool. Don't love taking that residual damage. Activating my berry off of that. That's not ideal, but I will take the opportunity to heal. Almost get to full. We're going to take a little bit of residual. We're not really in much of a better situation than we were before the potion, but I guess it's better than nothing. So we'll Shadow Force. Kind of crazy we still take Whirlpool damage. You would think Shadow Force would be one of those things that like negates the Whirlpool damage because you're like in an alternate dimension, but maybe that's too much to program into the game. I kind of gotta hope that Magma Storm will just KO here, don't I? Because I can't go for Shadow Force or Twin Needle. He's going to heal right here because he is in heal range. So what do I do is the question. Do I heal as well? Do I copy? Do I potion? Probably should take myself up to better HP. Yep, he heals as well. Taking Magma Storm residuals. I knew I would freaking miss. He flattered me, so Magma Storm's doing more damage now, but we are confused, and I don't like that. Not one bit. Come on, Mothra. Just pull it together, Mothra. You can do it. Please. Oh my God. Oh, and now I'm asleep. Okay, well, we lost. That is the unfortunate down. That is the reality of using moves like Magma Storm. And also getting hit by a 55%. He lands the fucking Grass Whistle. He lands the 55% accurate. I missed 2 Magma Storms in a row and get like hit myself in confusion. Cool, whatever. There's nothing we can do here. So I heal, hope to wake up. Nope. Yep. Okay. Well, That freaking sucks. Oh my god, that sucks so badly. That was that. You need so many things to go right in Kaizo IronMon. So many things. You need to have good stats, good moves, a good ability. You got to run into easy to deal with Pokemon, and we had the good stats. We had a good ability. We just didn't really have the moves, and we kind of ran into a little bit of a roadblock, I guess, in a Pokemon that can confuse and sleep me. So, okay. Yeah. I'm going to call that for Kaizo IronMon. We're going to call that a night right there. That's going to be our last run of the night. Unfortunately, not going to end off the night with a good run, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. We can at least kick back, relax, and do some shiny hunting and just kind of chat and enjoy the last little bit of the night. So I will get the shiny hunting set up real quick. We can just sit here and let Pheasant bask in its glory. Why not? So just give me one moment to set everything up here. Keep going. Get my central controller up and running. Man, we started off with a really good Hypno run. I thought maybe, just maybe, that would be it, but crit did us in, and then we got what seemed like a really good Volcarona, but it's a little bit of bad RNG, and we were toasted. We were toasted. So turn this off real quick. I didn't do anything on accident. Oh, I did. Come on, turn off. Okay, what are we doing over here? What are we doing? Got to do the tried and true classic to keep everything working how it's supposed to. I don't know why it wasn't working. That was a little weird. I've accidentally pressed B. It might have been the issue. Come on now. Okay, so we want to switch on over to our shiny hunting setup right here. We can get rid of you. And how do I want to do this? Just move you out of the way real quick. Alright, so I think we are good to go. Well, I do need to update the stream info real quick, but then after that we are good to get going. Okay, I swear, sometimes Windows can be really freaking annoying. All right, now I think I'm good to go. I think I'm good to go. So let's see, can Victini bring us some victory, bring us some good luck after a rather disappointing day, rather disappointing runs of Kaizo IronMon? Can the victory Pokemon be our savior? Would be really freaking nice if we could pull off a shiny today. By the way, if you are wondering if you are in the know, yes, Victini normally is shiny locked. Normally you cannot get a shiny Victini, but I have hacked the system. I have asked Nintendo if it is all right, and they have. Anyways, yeah, we've removed the shiny lock. Yes, I should if I can English, I should have a disclaimer. Nintendo has not approved of any of any situations here that might remove shiny locks, but they have been removed all the same, and hopefully we can make this thing shine. And hopefully I have removed the shiny locks properly. That would be quite tragic if I have not. Just sit here encountering over and over and over again, hoping for a shiny that'll never show. Anyone in the chat have any good shiny hunts going on? Anyone have anything fun happening? Any shinies found recently? Any thoughts on the Switch too? Anyone have any thoughts on the pricing? I know that's a big item of contingency right now, the pricing of the Switch itself and the games. People are quite heated over that. I think in my personal opinion, I'll say the games seem too expensive. I don't like $80, $90 games. Those seem too expensive. I think $450 for the system isn't the worst thing in the world, but it could certainly be better. It is certainly a little bit high for certain. $450 USD for, you know, if anyone's elsewhere. It's not as bad as I think it could be, but I understand it is a lot of money. But the console itself, I'm a little bit more lenient on the price. The games, though, I think the games are a bit too expensive. I think leading down a good old path to $100 games is not the best idea. Been going for Remoraid the last few days. Not too seriously. Gotcha. Remoraid and Octillery have surprisingly good shinies for pretty bad, irrelevant Pokemon. I saw someone pose, was it in my chat or was it somewhere else I saw it? Someone posed the question of like, if Remoraid had a third evolution, or if Octillery evolved, because you know the whole thing behind Remoraid and Octillery is Remoraid's a gun, Octillery's a tank. Someone was like, if Octillery were to evolve, what would it evolve into? Like, where do you go beyond Fish Gun and Squid Tank? Like, what do you do? You know, do you go with can also make into a sea animal, marine life. Oh, I think I dropped OBS there for a second, but I think we immediately got it back. I don't know if anything happened on stream or not. Doesn't look like it. Yo, actually that's kind of solid. That's better than anything I could have came up with. Nuclear missile squid. That is that actually really works, because squids are kind of shaped like that, so that that might be pushing the envelope a little too much, but it would work. You're certainly upping the devastation and destruction level going from tank to nuke. I wonder, would it gain another typing? I feel like I should gain another type. In fact, I kind of feel like Octillery should already be... Japanese wouldn't be down with that. Yo, no, I didn't even think about that, but that is not wrong. That is not wrong. They are, yeah, they're certainly probably not ones to mess around the idea of a nuke. But yeah, I kind of feel like Octillery should be water steel, because, like, obviously tanks are made of steel. it would make sense to be a water steel type. But I guess if it were to be, if say they were to do, if you were to do a nuclear missile squid to evolve from Octillery, what would that be? Just you can't make that still just water type. That has to be what, like water fire? Because the explosions, like, fire. Make that a water fire type. I could see a water fire type squid. That would actually, I feel like you could really design up a water fire type squid. I think that would look pretty cool. Like, instead of shooting ink, shoots fire. That'd be pretty sweet. Hopefully I accurately updated all of the stream info. Hopefully we got that up to date and good and dandy. I think I do. We're good. Yep. We're good to go there. All right. Just had to double check, make sure. Yeah, Waterfire is really cool. Unfortunately, it is locked to Volcanion, who I didn't like Volcanion at first. I wasn't a big fan of it. I was really not a fan of the way they distributed it. I was like, Gen 6 mythical, but it like basically came out in Gen 7 kind of. Like, it was a really bad distribution. Really went under the radar. Decent design. Yeah, like you said, decent design. It's grown on me a little bit over the years. I don't like its shiny one bit. I think its shiny is really ugly. I think it has one of the uglier shinies out there. Like the yellow into the pink, like it just doesn't do it for me. Or I should say it's like mainly yellow, but has like pinkish accents and stuff. I don't like it very much. I don't think it looks too good. Got Nihilego. Now that is a Pokemon I do like. I like Nihilego. I think it's cool. That is a cool Pokemon. I always thought it was fun to use in like showdown random battles. I always kind of enjoyed getting it. It's like, yeah, it's 4 times weak to ground. Not ideal. But I still like the rock poison stab. I think it's a nice stab combo. And on the special side, at least, you're taking special hits really well. I think it's pretty specially bulky. Now it does have a good shiny, which, funnily enough, its shiny is also yellow, like Volcanion's, but the yellow on Nihilego works a lot better than Volcanion shiny. It is not very good on the Steam Eruptor. I think of all the Gen 6 mythicals, Volcanion, definitely the lowest. Not a big fan of Volcanion. Well, I wouldn't say I dislike Volcanion in any way. It's just kind of like, it's just there. Then I like Diancie, not like a whole lot, but like for the most part I like it. I like its Mega. I think its Mega is a cool design. Hoopa is definitely my favorite of the 3 Gen 3 or Gen 6 mythicals. I think both regular Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound are really cool. And they have banger shinies. Those are some good shinies right there. That is true. That is true. It does take advantage of Special Rock, which not too many Special Rock type moves, but Nihilego does use them pretty well. Let's see, was Meteor Beam a thing in Gen 7 or did that come out in Gen 8? I don't remember. I think Nihilego can use it. I don't remember what gen it came out in though. But yeah, utilizing Power Gem real well. Nihilego's a solid mon. But yeah, now I like Hoopa's type changing, which I don't know how I never clocked this, but small Hoopa has hyperspace hole, which I guess is a psychic type move. And then Big Hoopa has Hyperspace Fury, which is a dark type move. I always knew Hyperspace Fury was a dark type move. I never realized Little Hoopa's, I guess I should have, you know, it's not a dark type, so why would it have a dark type signature move? I would have thought it was Ghost though. I wouldn't have thought Psychic. At least I'm thinking it's Psychic because I was recently watching P-Chow's Run and Bun video, and I think he had to take on a Hoopa and he used Hyperspace Hole. It didn't affect a dark type, so I was like, well, it must be a Psychic type move. I would have thought it was a Ghost type move. Gen 6 is where an all-star start off important. I feel you. I feel you. I think I know Gen 6 and 7 fairly well because like I was still pretty in touch with everything from Gen 6 and 7. I played Gen 6 a lot. Played Gen 7 a fair bit and, you know, was pretty active online with Gen 7 stuff. So I know that pretty well. Gen 8, my knowledge definitely takes a little dip because I did not dabble in Gen 8 nearly as much. I'd say I'm probably decent at Gen 9 just because like Scarlet and Violet's been around for a while. I've started watching more Pokemon related stuff during the Scarlet and Violet era. During Sword and Shield, I wasn't watching as much Pokemon content online, so I wasn't being exposed to stuff from the games as often. But certainly 1 to 5 is my bread and butter. That is where I'm like peak Pokemon knowledge. Like 1 to 5, I'm good. 6, 7, I'm fair. 8 and 9 takes a pretty sizable nosedive. I wouldn't say nosedive, but it's a sizable drop off between 6 and 7 to 8 and 9 as opposed to like 1 and 5 to 6 and 7. Gen 8 pissed you off. Yeah, I was wondering about the keyboard, but you're all good. But why did Gen 8 piss you off? You stopped playing Showdown after it came out. What? I guess Dynamax? Have a cyber draw. Oh, I can't tell if you're messing with me or if your keyboard's actually having a spaz attack. But did someone confirm if the code works for the Shiny Victini? I've had someone come through and say that they used the code that I am using and that it worked. And I pulled the code from a YouTube video where they also got the Shiny Victini, so I should have 2 sources that confirm the Shiny Lock has been removed. Hopefully I can trust them. Hopefully they are trustworthy. But I can certainly agree that like the beginning of Generation 8 on Showdown was kind of, I didn't enjoy it very much because Dynamax in singles is really broken. Doubles not as bad, but singles Dynamax there's a reason why they banned it from general competitive play. And like Smogon, you know, stuff. Some Pokemon were just too freaking strong with Dynamax. Too strong. Gyarados was a monster with Dynamax. Like actually getting to take advantage of physical stab flying, getting a speed boost off of it, and if you run Moxie, like you can get a Dragon Dance off by just attacking. Busted. Hated seeing a Gyarados anytime I was on Showdown while Dynamax was active. Oh yeah, I guess there was Dexit. I was never like too upset about Dexit. I've generally been the kind of person whenever I play a new game, I don't really use the old Pokemon anyways. I like to, I prioritize using new Pokemon. So Dexit didn't bother me too badly. Like, sure, it's preferable to have all the Pokemon in the game. Like, it is nice. But it's not something that, like, killed me inside. It was whatever. But yeah, some moves like Pursuit, because Pursuit's still not in the game, right? Pursuit is still gone. That is weird. I know it was a pretty strong move. But like, why remove Pursuit? I don't know. Seemed a little unnecessary. Like, I think getting rid of Pursuit is what single-handedly caused Tyranitar to finally drop out of OU for the first time. Because T-Tar was solidly OU for like 20 years. And then they took out Pursuit, which was like, it was a really good user of Pursuit. And the next thing you know, T-Tar is UU. And it's like, damn, that's crazy. Man. I'm truthfully not the biggest Gen 1 person. If I were to play through Kanto, it'd be Fire Red or Leaf Green. But to be honest, I don't even really like playing through Kanto that much. Like, I prefer Gen 1, the Gen 3 remakes over, you know, Gen 6 and onward. It's close though. Like, there is a world where like there's a chance where honestly I might like X and Y more than the original Red and Blue. Like, they're not bad, but like, I just don't love them. Like, if I'm gonna play, is 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is my golden era right there. I love Crystal. I love Emerald. Platinum has really grown on me. I used to be a Gen 4 hater. Still am. I think Diamond and Pearl are terrible games, but Platinum is great. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, fantastic games. And then obviously I love Generation 5 to death. Black, White 2. Goated games, best games in the series. But yeah, when it comes to the 3D games, or the 2D games I should say, definitely Gen 1 and their remakes are where I kind of, that's like the lowest on my tier of the 2D games. I just think Kanto's like fine. It was a good starting point. I think it was a great starting point. There's a reason why Pokemon got crazy, went massive after red, blue, green, yellow, all that. It was a good starting point, but they perfected the game a lot moving forward after that. Oh, there's certainly nothing wrong with liking Kanto. I get it. You know, a lot of the Pokemon are very iconic, you know. In fact, most of the Pokemon are very... My favorite Pokemon, Dragonite, is a Gen 1 Pokemon. Like, I certainly do not hate Generation 1. But in terms of, like, the 2D era of Pokemon, it is my lowest in terms of Gen all around. But I do enjoy seeing Gen 1 Pokemon in Generation 2. I'm a big sucker for, you know, the Gen 2 sprite style. I think the battles look the best in Generation 5. They're very lively, they're very dynamic. I like the colors, I like the sprites, all that. But I think Crystal is a close second because the sprites of Gen 2 are just so nice. Like, the colors pop really, really hard. Pokemon just look so lively, even though they're not fully animated throughout the battle. It's just like them coming out when they're animated. Just the general, just the art style, the sprite style of Generation 2. It just gets me right here. Now, that definitely could be because Crystal was my first ever game. Definitely could be biased to that, but I just love the way Gen 2 looks. I don't know if I'd say design, like designs as in Pokemon designs. I don't know if I'd say they dropped off after Gen 2. I think I might have accidentally clicked through. I think I accidentally clicked through that a little too fast. I think there's supposed to be 2 more added here. Maybe. I don't know. But I certainly don't think that Pokemon designs dropped off after Generation 2. I think there are a lot of bangers after Gen 2. I think Gen 5 has some of, if not the best designed Pokemon out there. I know people love to hate on the frickin' gears and the garbage bag and the ice cream cone and all that. But still, you got Excadrill, you got Volcarona, you got Hydreigon, you got Haxorus, you've got... Shoot, Pokemon like Escavalier aren't really brought up much, but still, Escavalier is a cool Pokemon. You know, Scolipede, Gen 5 did the bug type so well. Like, bug type was struggling before Gen 5. Gen 5 brought the bug type to prominence. By prominence, I mean a little tiny bit better than they were before. Still one of the worst types in the game, but they got better and they look a lot better too. And what else in Gen 5? I mean, there's Chandelure. I love Chandelure. Chandelure is awesome Pokemon. I love its design. I know it's just a chandelier. Still love it. I think it looks great. You can have an inanimate object Pokemon and they still look good. Hey, both the legendaries, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, I think they're all great legendary designs. The fusions, Kyurem White, Kyurem Black, look amazing. What else you got? You got well, my Archeops and Caracosta, two really cool fossils that I don't think get talked about nearly enough. I mean, I was a 90s kid as well. Granted, I have no memory of the 90s because when the 90s ended, I was 4 years old, but you know, my first few years on this earth were in the 90s, so there's definitely some aspects of the 90s that I have that I hold to me, but I guess the most formative years of my childhood, you know, 5 and onward is when you really start being more sentient. That was in the 2000s. You know, my childhood was mostly in the early 2000s, not the 90s. I think you're thinking of Gen 4. Gen 4 is where Azumarill looks really bad. Gen 5, it looks fine. I think Gen 4, yeah, Azumarill looks like it's seeing dead people. That's not even the worst Gen 4 sprite. There's like one sprite in particular for Azumarill in Gen 4 that is just bad. See if I can find the sprites here. Yeah, cover myself up there for a second, but yeah, look at Platinum Azumarill. Look at Platinum Azumarill and tell me that thing is not in pain. Yeah, Black and White, Black 2 White. Azumarill looks pretty good in Black 2 White too. Actually, Heart Gold Soul Silver is not great either. Diamond and Pearl was fine. I don't know why they changed it, but Platinum Azumarill, my lord, that is a cursed being right there. That is a cursed being. Anyways. Okay, but that makes sense, Ryan. That makes sense. 93, you know, you're a little bit older than me, so when Pokemon Red and Blue came out, because, like, I don't even remember what Pokemania was like, because, like, when Red and Blue came out, I was, like, 2 years old. So, like I said, Crystal was my first game, because that was, like, I was, like, 5 years old at the time when Crystal came out. Oh, Azurill. Gotcha. Yeah, Azurill always looks like it's been punched. There's very few Azurill sprites where it looks happy. Most of the time it looks like it just got punted across the room. I can only imagine how fun being like, yeah, 8 to 10 years old around the time Pokemon came out. That had to be a glorious time of life. Being in that 8 to 10 year old range. gotcha. Yeah. I never got to go to a card shop growing up. One of my friends, which in hindsight, real dick move, he like knew of, and obviously I was like, 7, 8 at the time or something. I didn't have easy access to the internet back then. I didn't really know how to use the internet either. Like, the computer was a very sealed off thing, mostly from my parents. My friend knew of a card shop in the local area that he would get like Yu-Gi-Oh cards from. He wouldn't tell us where it was. It was like his little secret that he kept to himself. And my parents would never bother to actually, I would ask about it and they'd be like, let's get you cards at Target. Never got to go to a card shop growing up. Just had to open a few packs here or there that I got from Target, which better than nothing, I guess. Better than nothing. That is true. The Gator starter. I didn't even think about that. And then let's see what else. I didn't see the first movie in theaters. Did I see Pokemon 2000 in theaters? I don't remember if I did. Was Pokemon the third movie the first one I saw in theaters? It might have been. I can't remember if I saw 2000 in the theaters or not. Shoot, did I see any Pokemon movies in the theater is the better question. Did my parents actually take me to see them in the movie theaters? I don't remember. I'm trying to reach back into the memory banks. Did I have any of the promo cards from going to the movie? I didn't have Ancient Mew because I never went to the first movie, so I didn't have that. What was the promo from the second movie? There was like 3 ones. Right? It was the birds. It was like bird promos from the second movie. I don't think I had any of those. Moltres, Articuno, Zapdos. And there was the reverse hollow like foil Entei was the third movie promo, I believe. I don't think I had that one either. Did I go to Pokemon Forever? For some reason I feel like I might have had the promo Celebi, or was it Suicune? Oh yeah, I forgot about the promo Dragonite. Yeah, I do have promo Dragonite from the first movie. How did the distribution for those promos work? Because I know you got Ancient Mew from the first movie. How did that work? Because I know there were the 4 like stamped movie promos of Dragonite, Electabuzz, Dragonite, Electabuzz, Mewtwo. What was the last one? Was it Arcanine? Or is it something else? Might have been Arcanine. Maybe? Was it I can't remember. I know Dragonite and Mewtwo for sure. I've owned those. Can't remember the other 2 exactly off the top of my head. Like, I think I can see them in my brain, but then not entirely sure. But were there 2 different promo distributions? One with the Mew and then one with the other 4? I'm not as in touch or followed up on my Pokemon card knowledge as I used to be. Used to be really in the trenches on all the Pokemon card knowledge, but now I just kind of do it more casually, so I don't remember all the ins and outs. Oh, I remember a kid in my neighborhood told me that the Ancient Mew was like one of the rarest Pokemon cards ever made, and that's why I didn't have one, and I believed him because it looked crazy. I was like, yo, what is that? He was like, oh, this is just a super rare Pokemon card that only I have. I believed him. Didn't know any better. I was probably 6 at the time. Do I remember that kid's name? Not at all. Don't even remember what he looks like. Not one bit, but I know what you did. Yeah, let's try and kick back a little bit. All the kids said it was worth $1 million. I'm sure they thought so. I mean, most interesting, different looking Pokemon card they released at the time. I'm sure there were playground. That is one thing modern Pokemon and games certainly are missing out on, is the playground rumors, or like the rumors around the game. You know, you don't have that anymore with the internet. There's no real rumors about how things go, where, you know, where certain things come from, this, that, the other. You just kind of know everything. The playground rumors were fun, good times. Getting the starters in the grass outside of Pallet Town. You know, the Mew truck, the infamous Mew truck. So many great yeah, shoot, I feel like a lot of games, before they even release, you know everything about them. You know, games get leaked now, and by the time the games come out, it's like the entire Pokedex is online, the entire region, all the metadata about everything. It's just like there's no secrets anymore. It's like the game comes out, everything's there for your eyes. Everything's there for the taking. I mean, that's the fun part of being a kid, though. Like, that's the fun thing about being a child. Just the imagination and the belief that anything's possible. Like, that is just the fun part about being a little kid. It's like, it doesn't matter how grounded in reality your idea is. It doesn't matter how crazy or outlandish or just impossible something is. Like, as a kid, you believe anything. You believe anything can be done. And you just let your imagination take you everywhere. I've thought for a few years now, the most tragic part about growing up has got to be the death of my imagination. Like, sometimes I'm like, I can touch back into it and I'm like, okay, I got some creative juices left in me. But then sometimes it's just like, damn, I used to be so much more creative as a kid. Like, I can't come up with nearly the shit I used to. Which obviously when you grow up, you're not going to come up with the same things you did as a child, but I feel like the creative juices are not, and they don't flow quite as well as they used to. Like, I really want to make YouTube videos more often, not just stream. But man, I have like 3 solid video ideas in me at one time. And I get concerned about making them, because I'm like, okay, well, let's say I make these 2-3 videos that I have like going on in my head. What if I just can't come up with anything else? What if I just can't be consistent? It's like, okay, you make like 1-2 videos, you make like 1 video every 2 weeks, 3 to a month, you know, something like that. And then like after like 2 months, it's just like, well, the well's dry. I've lost my ideas. Yeah, that is true. The mind is also very much preoccupied with a lot of other stuff outside of just creativity and passion projects. Like, I used to love to build things, which I still have fun with it. You know, I've actually been thinking about doing some building streams, because I have a couple of modeling kits. I have a couple Pokemon modeling kits. I have a Metagross one, I have a Rayquaza one, and then I do have a Dragonite Mega Bloks kit that I've yet to build, because I'm lazy. If I don't do something on stream, it's probably unlikely I get myself to actually get around to doing it. But those are very like structured and like to the point. You have instructions, which I love doing that as a kid too, making things with Lego, actually following the instructions. But I loved nothing more as a child than sitting on the ground, dumping out my entire thing of Legos and just building some random shit. Oh, I loved it. I could be in my room for 12 straight hours, sitting on that floor. No back pain, no knee pain, just building whatever my heart wanted. It was beautiful. I used to make little stop motion Lego movies. My family, we had a little camcorder and I would use it. I would just make, I would, you know, take like a second long video, stop it, move something around, take a video, stop it. I made like a 5-minute long little Lego movie one time. Loved every second of it. Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess the hobbies you had as a kid also cost money. You were just a kid, so you didn't really notice it or realize it. Your parents did. Your parents certainly did, but you didn't. But yeah, things are, you know, more expensive, obviously, nowadays. But also, it just, like, it's harder to feel like you can find a hobby growing up that doesn't cost money. Obviously, there are things you can do that don't cost money to preoccupy your time, but it just feels like everything has to cost you a little bit. Yeah, Legos are getting ridiculous. Like, we'll occasionally go by a Lego store somewhere in like a mall or something, and I see something, I'm like, oh, that's pretty sweet. And then I check the price tag and I'm like, why would I drop $500 on this? Like, that is insane. Like, yeah, it's cool, you know, yeah, the Death Star, the Colosseum, you know, the Eiffel Tower, whatever it is like, yeah, that's pretty sweet. But $500? God, that's just too much. And even the smaller ones, it's like Emily wanted a Christmas wreath. They had a little Lego Christmas wreath around Christmas time. It's not that big, doesn't look anything, it's not that crazy. $100. I'm just like, come on. This should be like 50 max. $100 is crazy. Got it anyways, but still. And then shoot, freaking Pokemon is now collaborating with Lego. You can bet your sweet bippy those sets are going to be expensive. Especially because scalpers are probably going to rake them off the shelves and try and get you on eBay. Let's see, well, we started at what, 2,900 on this, so we'll be at a good clean 150 on the night. I think we should be able to go for about I should be fine for another hour, I think. I think I should be good. We'll see. See how long it takes me to crash. I've been up rather long. I woke up at 6 today. Normally I wake up at like 7:30, but I went to bed extra early last night, so I got a pretty good amount of sleep. But yeah, the Lego sets are just way too much. But I mean, you know, if they make a Dragonite Lego set, I'm gonna be buying it. Unfortunately, I will be there. Yeah, I recently bought a Kindle, which it's like one, I used it regularly for like a week and I haven't touched it in a few weeks, so I need to get back on that. The books aren't too terrible on there. I think I bought like a Percy Jackson book bundle for like $4 a piece for the first 3 books. So it was like 12. MLB, what up, what up? Welcome back. But it does... I don't like supporting Amazon. I gotta be honest. I don't like supporting Amazon. And maybe there are other e-readers out there I could have gotten that weren't Amazon related, but I bought these 2 new monitors I have. They had the Kindle on sale along with the monitors. I have a Best Buy credit card from buying some washer and dryers to them years back, and so I got this like deal if I spend a certain amount of money on the credit card. So I was like, well, I need like $80 more. The Kindle's like $100 on sale right now. I'll grab the Kindle, or the Kindle, not the Kindle, the Kindle, and I'll start reading again. It'll be nice to be able to read in bed while Emily's trying to go to sleep, because you know, with paperback book, I need an actual light, which bother her more than just the Kindle screen. But yeah, I don't like supporting Amazon. I'm not a big fan of Amazon. I've never done Prime. Not been one to buy stuff off Amazon constantly, 24/7. Just, I'm not a fan of the business model. I'm not a fan of Jeff Bezos. But unfortunately, Amazon has gotten some money out of me over the years. But I try my damnedest to avoid giving Bezos any of my hard-earned dollars. That's why you ain't gonna ever catch me giving money to Twitch either. I ain't never in my life gonna subscribe to someone on Twitch and giving none of that money over to Amazon. Like, if I need to buy something online that's secondhand, like a used cable, like you said, Ryan, I just get it off eBay. I'll look for it on eBay. No, you go to the library and just do a copy in the Word document in the book. Honestly, not a bad idea. Yeah, I myself and like more people should probably take advantage of libraries. They are a very good resource. Use your local library. It's kind of crazy that it's free. They might not be around for much longer. Who knows? We're getting a very Fahrenheit 451 around here, but we'll see. Hopefully it survives. I should probably... honestly, I don't even know where my local library is. Is there one around here? I can't even think of anywhere nearby it would be. There's got to be one at least. I mean, there's a bigger city nearby, so like maybe it's just over there and we don't have one here. I don't know for certain. I know when I was living with my parents, you know, back in like high school and whenever I'd visit from college, or when I was living with my parents right after college, I know where the library is back where my parents live, but we only ever went over there because there was like a park around there. So like me, my sister, and my cousin, we just got bored like over breaks or, you know, whatever, whenever we were all home. We would just go to the park around the library and just walk around. We never actually went in the library to do anything. Powell's City of Books. Shoot, if it's a city of books, it's got to be pretty sweet. But what's it like up there in good old Oregon? The weather been too bad? Is it as rainy as they say? I guess assuming you're actually... Okay, you're in Washington, not Oregon. Gotcha. I was just about to say, I guess you could be in a state that's like bordering but kind of close to Portland. But honestly, like Oregon, Washington, as a person from the Southeast, they're basically the same thing to me. Other than their football teams, you know, the Huskies and the Ducks, I couldn't tell you what differentiates Washington and Oregon. Like, do they do anything differently? Different industries? I don't know. I just know Pacific Northwest. That's what they got going on over there. I think I might have skipped through. Missed those encounters right there real quick. Maybe. Oh, who knows? You live in the woods and hear strange things. I would not like that one bit. That would, really? You think... Oh, I don't know why I was thinking you meant culturally it's the same as the Southeast. I don't know why that was my first thought. I was like, really? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Culturally, probably the exact opposite of where we are down here. But yeah, hearing things in the woods, I would, no, I'm not a city person. I don't like big cities. I'm from Georgia. Always hated Atlanta. Never liked going to Atlanta. We go to Charlotte occasionally because Emily's parents live near there. Charlotte's a lot better. Atlanta sucks. I don't like Atlanta one bit. One of my best friends, who's gonna be my best man at my wedding, he lives in Atlanta. He like chose to go there immediately after college. I don't get it. Atlanta sucks. I do not. The traffic. Driving in Atlanta gives me nightmares. I hate it. I have some there's some nice things to do here or there. I'll admit, like I'm not a big baseball fan, but I'll admit going to a Braves game every once in a while is kind of fun. They got a nice little ballpark up there. But like it's just going to the games. I don't give a hoot about the game itself. You know, Braves can lose 20-0. It don't mean anything to me. But ballpark's fun, stadium's cool. I've been to Mercedes-Benz once where the Falcons play. Terrible game. It was the national championship of Georgia versus Alabama, and we lost in overtime. So, no, I have been there twice. I went there. I did go there once for a Falcons game after that national championship. But nice stadium. It's cool. Well, hopefully it's just animals and not people. As they say, I'd rather meet a bear in the woods than a person. But yeah, I get you. Probably if I was living out in the middle of the woods, I'd probably pick up a blicky or two as well. But as of right now, I don't feel like I necessarily need one. Had some weird stuff in the forest in California. Left my campsite. Goodness, how weird was it? What was going on there? Got some woodland hillbillies trying to get you. Nah, but I'm telling you, if I was out like doing something in the middle of the woods, or was out living in, if I heard something vaguely that sounded like people, I would shit bricks. My asshole would fall out from inside me. Like certainly, if I heard like a bear or something like that would also be pretty scary. But like genuinely going through the woods, you hear freaking something human. God, that'd be terrifying. Saw a red light in the trees, lit up the area. About a minute later, something along. Oh, so that's that that sounds like a gun with like a laser point, and then like a tree got shot or something. Maybe. Person stalking you is best case scenario. I don't know. I think that sounds worst case. I think that sounds like the worst case. I mean, I guess, you know, if aliens are real, then that could be maybe worse, but you never know. Maybe they're chill aliens. Maybe they're cool. I'm not really a believer in the paranormal, but certainly if it were to be a thing, oh, I guess it could always be a nice spirit. It could be a nice little woodland creature, you know, a little forest nymph, just come to keep you company. In a Wood stories, I'm not familiar with those. Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes I've heard like situations of, or whatchamacallit, I've heard of people like going to national parks or something and like kind of going deep into the national park, and I guess there a lot of them are pretty big areas, very wooded, and I guess there can be inhabitants out there that are kind of unregulated, undocumented. So I've heard occasionally of some people going deep into national parks and then never coming back, which I guess, you know, you go deep enough, you go hiking, like you do something very outdoorsy, maybe you get hurt or something, and you just, maybe it has nothing to do with people, you just can't kind of get out yourself from whatever happens, but you know. Yeah, that is always an option. You always hope that is what it was. Maybe some teenagers were out there camping, having fun, and then they saw you, heard you, and they wanted to play a little prank on you. You know, I gotta say, the auto counter thing, lifesaver. I love this. You gotta get used to it a little bit, but man, having something that'll just automatically record the encounters for you and not having to like manually keep up with it with like a calculator or something, so clutch. It's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame. The person who created it, they were posting on YouTube. They like had YouTube videos and stuff. The last video they ever made was about an update to the auto counter thing, and then I don't think they posted in like 2 or 3 years. So kind of unfortunate they can't enjoy the fruits of the labor, or like enjoy the benefits of people using their program to make their shiny hunts easier, since they are no longer active. Or maybe they made a new channel, I don't really know, but I just know when I went looking for it, I found their channel, and it was the last video they made a few years back. Certainly can't blame you. That would spook me out of ever doing anything like that again. But yeah, I gotcha. Not really hearing anything, just a random light coming out of nowhere. That would be pretty concerning. Which, shoot, if you're in the middle of the woods, like, you got to be moving really stealthily to make zero noise like that. Or, like I said, maybe they were far enough away that you couldn't hear the noise they were making. But, like, you could see the, like, laser pointer or something. The wood not. Did it? I guess it. You would know. Like, it didn't sound like a gunshot. Then it just sounded like someone maybe like tapped on a tree or something. Not something as loud as like a tree getting shot, but like a kind of a, you know, knocking like that maybe. Got to be careful when doing stuff like that. If Ryder heard that from the bedroom, he might would freak out a little bit. Like, yo, who knocking at the door? Yeah, that does sound suspicious. Trying to think of any plausible way it could just be something. Something innocent, like, I don't know, maybe an acorn fell and hit another tree branch or something. That's about the only thing I could think of. Acorn just happened to dislodge itself and come down and smack something real close to you. But yeah, certainly seems like they are related instances. All right, well, I'm gonna get a little YouTuber on everyone, a little bit content creator on everyone. If you're here in the YouTube stream, you're enjoying what you're seeing, you're having a good old grand time, don't forget, leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to keep up with the Kaizo IronMon or maybe the Black 2 Shiny Living Dex. Would always certainly be greatly appreciated. All right, back to more casual stuff. Drop the shill. Go back to casual conversation. I think I missed the encounters right there. That's one thing though about the auto counter. If I press the button a little too quickly, I kind of miss over the trigger that counts the Victini. Part of me kind of want, I was thinking that I wasn't going to do the unknown addition to the Victini stream tonight because that is something I'd thrown in there, doing unknown kind of on the side along with Victini. But giving myself like an extra option, an extra chance for Shiny to pop up. Maybe I want to do that. Maybe here in the last like 30 minutes throw in some unknown encounters as well. Because unknown is a Pokemon we can't breed for. We do have to just wild encounter it. No breeding, no what other? I guess other than breeding and soft resetting, we just gotta do wild encounters for unknown. No additional shiny odds, I should say. No shiny charm to help us out. We gotta do it in either Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Platinum. You know what? I think I'll do that. Let me bring unknown online for a second. Throw an extra little shiny hunt in there for us. Try and keep the... Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Try and keep Victini going here. A challenge, that is that is something. That's just, people are crazy. I'll never understand how people can be so So wild. So deranged. Oh, I need to actually bring up whatever. I don't know which one has the unknown. Oh, I guessed it right. Okay, so I go do here. We are there. I want to grab this. I want to windowed projector, bring you back down. I want to go over here. I want to go unknown image. We want to go unknown text file. Open. We want to go windowed projector. Oh, we'll start hunt. All right, should be good to go. Let's see. Does take a bit more coordination and cooperation for. Why are you not moving? Okay, I don't know why we weren't moving there, but we back. Does take a bit more coordination and cooperation for me to. Okay, why are we not running anything? Good lord. Do these extra unknown encounters, but hey, it gives us a little something else to look for. A little juicy side hunt. I do have the good old. Oh, I do actually need the bottom screen open. Whoops. Need you. Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, National Park. National Park is pretty sweet. I like the aesthetic of the National Park. I think it is really really cool looking. Especially the little, what you call it, the little cutscene thingies, like when you move in between areas. I don't know, there's like this one like sprite-based image of the national park that like changes between like morning, day, night. It's just so aesthetic. I love the way it looks. I love trying to incorporate it in like graphics or anything for like YouTube or whatever. This thing is really sweet. But yeah, it is pretty chill. It's pretty chill. Pretty fun. You know what's always been kind of crazy to me? Okay, so we obviously know Sunkern, not a very good Pokemon. Sunkern, Sunflora, pretty bad. And yet, Sunflora is like an incredibly difficult Pokemon to get. Because in order to get a Sunstone, there might be other methods. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know that the maximum reward for winning the bug catching contest is a Sunstone. And winning the bug catching contest is pretty freaking difficult. Like it is, there's no easy to determine like or figure out. I guess there is, but like when the games first came out, there's no like easy way to determine like how to win the contest effectively. But it's like you kind of have to win this very RNG based bug catching contest just to get the chance to evolve one of the worst Pokemon out there, which is kind of wild. But I guess you could also use the Sunstone on like Blossom, so it doesn't have to be Sunkern. But even still, Blossom also not that great of a Pokemon. Man, I swear I have this like upper back issue on this side over here. I'll always think I'm like good, got it figured out, got it like situated, stretched out, all this stuff. And then I go to the gym, do a little bit of back exercise, back working out, and then all of a sudden it's just like sharp pain all over again. Just brought right back. Doesn't go away. Keep trying to tell a doctor about it. They don't really want to listen. They're like, oh, just do some stretching, you know, you'll be fine. You're good. You're young. And I'm like, yes, I'm young, so I shouldn't be in this kind of pain. Can we figure this out, please? Honestly, it might be in my best interest to stand up right here. to get up and move a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Do need to move this back a little bit because that will fall over if I do. Let's try standing. Let's do a little exercise. And by exercise, I mean standing completely still. But hey, remember, standing is better than sitting. So it's something. Hopefully nothing gets pulled over. I'm always worried about that somebody's going to get knocked down, but I think we're good. All right, I think I am okay. That just a shiny hunting common denominator, back pain. But really the thing is, like this pain I got in my like upper right back around my like shoulder blade, it's not really triggered by sitting or standing. It's just kind of like something messes it up and then it's just kind of like always there, won't go away. You never got the shiny Scyther? That sucks. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Hopefully one day. Four shiny Chansus, goodness. I don't think you quite needed that many. Maybe two for the line, but the other two were a bit overkill. I guess can you like trade them off or something? Get something in return? Like a little deal for the green egg. I guess Chansy's kind of green. What does Blissy's shiny look like? Blissy's not green, right? Actually, Blissey doesn't really change much, does it? I mean, Blissey basically has the same shine, like it looks the same as shiny versus regular, right? I think I'm the correct thing. Might sell them. Nice, nice. Put them onto the shiny market, shiny black market. Yeah, shiny Blissey looks like Blissey, that's right. That's weird, because what? Happany's kind of the same way. Happany doesn't really have much of a shiny change as well. But then Chansey changes a decent bit, like it goes from pink to green. But then it goes back to Blissey being basically unchanged. Strange decisions on Game Freaks Park there for the shiny colors. Okay, we're good there. Okay, I swear sometimes I have an Illuminate Pokemon at the front of my party. I know it looks like I have a Scyther at the front of my party because Scyther is the one that comes out in the battle. But I have a Fainted Staryu at the front of my party to increase the chance of me encountering Unknown. Sometimes it just don't seem to work. It takes forever to get these Unknowns sometimes. Now this also is an iconic theme right here. Hoenn Cycling Road, or just cycling in general. This is an iconic one. Oh, so you ended up just buying the Scythers instead? Ah, that works. Oh, actually, hold on. Look what I just happened to have sitting right next to me on my side table. Let me actually go to big screen so you can see it a little bit better. Oh, nope, that is the wrong one. That is just straight up pitch black. It's just conveniently sitting right next to me on the side table. We got the Shiny Scyther and Shiny Scizor cards just hanging out. Which, Shiny Scizor with the metal card, like gray with the silver border, just looks too clean. If I can get it to position correctly, like, goodness, that just looks clean. Okay, go back over here. I've got a bunch of stacks of Pokemon cards over here that I've been meaning to sort through and put away into my special chest of cards, but I just haven't done it yet. Mainly because I need more top loaders. I don't have nearly enough for all the cards I have sitting over there, but I'll get to it eventually. I'll get to it one day. Let me bring this up. That's why I don't think I've ever seen a keyboard or had a keyboard do that before. That's kind of crazy. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Did that just start happening like now? I don't think I ever played Ocarina of Time to get to that point, unfortunately. I was a dumb kid. I could never I think the most I ever completed in Ocarina of Time was getting through the Great Deku Tree. I don't think I ever got to the second temple. I don't think I ever got to like the fire temple or whatever it was. That was second. I could never like figure it out for some reason. That is one of those games that like I probably should go back and like replay as an adult who's more capable of getting things done. Maybe actually finish a Zelda game, because in my life I've played probably 4 or 5 Zelda games, never beat a single one of them. I've played Ocarina of Time, I've played Phantom Hourglass, I've played Breath of the Wild. That actually might be all. It might just be 3 actually. But I've never beat any of them. I didn't play any more other than those. I don't think I ever had any like Game Boy Advance or anything Zelda games. Never had a NES or SNES or whatever. Yeah, no, I think it might have just been those 3 actually, now I think about it. It might have just been Ocarina, Phantom Hourglass, and Breath of the Wild that I played. Which, to be fair to Breath of the Wild, I played for all of like, and I think I got off the Great Plateau and that was it. I don't think I ever did anything beyond getting off the Great Plateau. Like I said, I really just got through the Great Deku Tree in Ocarina of Time, and that was about it. Phantom Hourglass, I did play a pretty good bit. Like, I think I probably got fairly decently far into the story. I just never finished it. That was probably the game I did put the most time into for Zelda. But yeah, I know a lot of people rave about good old Majora's Mask. Probably a game I should try and play one day. Which I've been contemplating for streams, like doing like 4 days worth of streaming that is Pokemon related, and then like maybe on Saturdays throw in like a non-Pokemon related stream doing something like a Zelda game or, you know, something like that. But we'll see, we'll see. That might be something I decide on down the road. I want to stretch real quick. It's always good to stay limber, folks. Always good to stretch it out. Especially when you have a really bad back like mine. Like, I just bent over right there and I heard in my lower back just these 2 little pops as I went down. I just heard pop, pop. Gotta keep it limber. 2 games, I guess 1 game that I should eventually or finally finish is Colosseum. That is a Pokemon game I've never beat. I played Colosseum, I had it growing up, never beat it. I've never played XD Gale of Darkness, never owned it. But those are 2 games I would really like to one day play through and actually beat. It'd be pretty nice. And hey, Switch 2 is bringing the GameCube Virtual Console, so it's possible. I do own a GameCube, so probably just be in my best interest to somehow pick up a copy of Colosseum or XD, but I know they are quite pricey, so maybe we'll see on that one. I do plan on shiny hunting in Colosseum though for Suicune, or not Suicune, Entei and Raikou, so probably need to pick up a copy of Colosseum eventually anyways. Oh, somehow accidentally did not leave the room with the 1 game over there. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, stop moving there for a second. All right, so looking like what I'm thinking here, looking at the way the trajectory of both the hunts are going, I think we get unknown to 500 total encounters. So not that many on the day. I think I started at what, like 450 or something. I think we get unknown to about 500 encounters on the day. I think if we get Victini up to a good old 3,200, I think that sounds like really good, even round numbers for me to stop off on, for me to call it a night. It has almost been 4 hours, so might be a good idea for me to call it quits and get ready for bed. I do have to work tomorrow, which might be a pretty easy day of work for me. My 1 manager is completely out of the country, AWOL, unable to be reached. Not a worry in the world about him checking in on me. Other guy, my project manager, also going to be traveling out of the country just for work, so he'll be back on like Wednesday, but he'll be traveling tomorrow, so therefore not in the office to talk to me. Which means tomorrow, I might be doing a whole lot of nothing. We'll see. Probably not. We have a lot going on, so even without them in the office, I might still have a lot of stuff to handle, but it's not too bad handling things when you don't have people also up your butt asking you questions all the time and like harassing you. It's kind of nice when you can just work on your stuff and get it done and no one's there to bother you about it. Hope it's the bug type person from, what's you call it, Conquest. I'm surprised Roost has not been summoned by the Conquest theme. Quite surprising. Although I guess it makes sense. I think Roost has said that the bug type person from Conquest is his least favorite person from the game, so would stand to reason that Chrysalis, whatever it is, would not be too big of a draw. Maybe that's something maybe that's what I should do on Saturdays. Instead of like Kaizo IronMon being the main kind of thing I play through on the channel, because I enjoy Kaizo IronMon. I think it's really fun. But between like playing Kaizo IronMon and then like shiny hunting, maybe on Saturdays I do like Pokemon spin-off games. Maybe that's what I'll stream myself playing, because I think I've said a number of times before, I've never really played too many of the spin-off games. definitely never beat too many of them. Like, played Pinball, the Ruby and Sapphire version. I don't know if I ever beat it per se or perfected it, whatever it is, but we could try playing OG Pinball maybe, try playing yeah, all those Puzzle League, play some Puzzle League maybe. Like I said, Coliseum, XT Gale Darkness, give Conquest a try as well. I do know at some point I'm going to play Legends Arceus on the channel. I'm going to stream that for the first time. Never played that before, so that'll be fun. Gonna get around to that before Legends ZA drops. Why are we not working there? Alright, so we're gonna grab 2 more encounters on Victini here, and then grab a few more encounters on Unknown. In fact, actually what I'm going to do right here, to build a little bit of suspense, making, we're just going to let Victini sit. We're not going to do the dual movement with the universal controller. We are just going to exclusively look for unknowns right here until we get to our clean 500 mark, and then we'll check out the last 2 Victini. How about that? Last 2 Victini on the day will be the finishing, the finite de I don't know. There's some kind of finite de resistance. Is that no? What? No. What is the phrasing? I'm not French. Finite de something or another. I don't know. Let's see. Anything with unknown. Getting it in 500 encounters would be absolutely wild. Although we've done it before with both Squirtle and Cyndaquil. We got under 500 encounter shinies, which was mad. Back to back, basically within a week of each other. Still cannot believe that happened. But if we do get one of these, I want it to be the question mark. You know, the exclamation point's kind of fun. It's kind of cool, but I think question mark would be my one of choice, which actually, I don't know. It kind of adds to the emphasis of it being shiny by being the exclamation point. You send it out, it sparkles, but then there's also like exclamation, like punctuation, you know, all that good jazz. Anyways, that is 500 unknowns seen so far. Just a few 50 on the day. We didn't go too crazy on the unknown hunt. We threw that in there kind of right at the end of going for Victini, but we'll save up the game right there. And we shall turn you off, send you to the Shadow Realm, and we'll just bring back up the clean old Victini look. And get our final 2 encounters on the night. Can we grab us a shiny here right at the end? Nice white and red Victini. Unfortunately, we could not, so that brings us to a clean old 3,200 total encounters seen for Victini. Not quite yet to half odds, but we are getting there slowly but surely. We're getting to half odds eventually. But with that, I'm going to call it a night. We've been going for nearly about 4 hours. Kaizo IronMon, as fun as it was today, it was brutal. Unfortunately, we have not established us with a good new run yet. We are going to be starting fresh next time we pick it back up. So that'll be pretty exciting. See if we can get something going, and then hopefully one of these days soon we'll grab us Victini. We'll save real quick one more time. But as always, thanks to everyone for tuning on into the stream. It is always appreciated. Always very grateful to have people listening to me ramble and rant. Always appreciated. And I will hopefully see you all next time. Maybe tomorrow, definitely Wednesday, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Well, yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. See you, Ryan. Thanks for dropping on in. Glad everything's going good for you. Glad everything's working out. But yeah, see y'all next time.